We are going. How is everyone doing? This is, I'm not sure if this will be the last session of House Dayne. We will see. But we are now finally going to be actively trying to take the Lord Paramountcy for the first time in this campaign, which has always been my end goal. Let me know if there's any issues with my audio or my camera. I did a bunch of changing to stuff, so hopefully it sounds better. We'll see and looks better. But if there's any issues, let me know. Hope everyone is having a good Wednesday. We left off last time with the death of our father, Arthur Dayne, and the death of our grandfather, also Arthur Dayne. We are now Felix Dayne. It's a little loud. Turn that down. Felix Dayne is still very young. He's only 18 years old. He is impatient, arrogant, vengeful, and generous. Not bad. He's a skilled tactician, a knight, handsome, and a skilled fighter. He also, much like every single one of our ancestors in this campaign, is unable to wield Dawn. We may get through this whole campaign without anyone being able to carry our family sword, which is hilarious and kind of sad, but it is a very high standard to wield. We do have a very high prowess despite that as a member of House Dayne and are in very good position. We also, 2 sessions ago, of course, secured the holdings in the east, the Torrentine now owning those lands as well. We will grant those to our half-brother, who's a bastard, assuming he can have a child. If he has an heir, we will grant him this whole realm and assume that he will continue to work with us, as was our grandfather's wish. If he bears no children, we will instead have to find someone else of our dynasty to hold the title of God's Grace. What's up, Cheese? What's up, Alex? How you doing, Draconeer? What's up, Tonerem? What's up, Caitlin Barros? It's been a while. How you doing? Yeah, it is the road music. I thought it'd be kind of fitting. Old World Blues. Nice. They haven't put out that update yet for it, have they? I thought it was a few more days. The Wakian Legion. What's up, Intense Titan? How you doing? So, our grandfather, again, not a very nice man. Arthur was the greatest tourney knight in Westeros in recent memory, but he also was not a very good person, if we're being honest. He had a bone to pick with House Martell after Angron's father publicly humiliated him, as well as calling him out as a murderer. And in his mind, we are feuding. The game mechanics haven't given us a feud, but I think there'd be no reason we would not have convinced our grandson about the merits of taking down House Martell. So he is going to be plotting, and his sole ambition for most of his life will be to either see House Martell no longer the Lord Paramounts, or optimally us as the Lord Paramounts of Dorne, which will not be an easy thing to do by any means. It's not like we're not very influential and powerful, but we did lose most of our big alliances after the death of our grandfather, and we're nowhere near as powerful as we were a generation ago. So it's almost like a bit of a fresh start here in many ways. So that's our current position. Switch some of this around. We are also unmarried, so we will need to find a wife, and it will need to be one that is entirely political. So we'd be thinking about nothing here other than a political alliance to get us an influential ally for the days to come. That being said, we will not stoop so low as to marry a Tarly. We're not quite that desperate, I would say. You're from Wallachia, so that's why I wanted it. Nice. Romania. Well, that's cool. Hell yeah. I have always wanted to visit Bulgaria and Romania because of the mountains. What are those? The mountain range in the south, the really beautiful one. I've always wanted to hike down there. And then there's, I think, another one in northern Romania, right? I know there's some very good mountains in that area. Yeah, no. He looks very mature for an 18-year-old. That's for sure. I mean, he's scarred. He's had a very rough upbringing. To be fair, anyone raised by our current grandfather would have a very rough upbringing. We could marry into the Huron Woods once more. They are the house to ally with, to be fair. We'd have to marry to one of his granddaughters. I think that's probably the smartest move here. We wouldn't have kids for a long time, though. But we do have a lot more relatives now. So it's not like we're just going to die out immediately. See if there's any other options. The Yarnwoods are probably going to be the big one. No, I remember in the RP, we were trying not to marry because he wanted to betroth to the daughter of Angron, which we were not allowed to. I did forget that. Yeah, we wanted to betroth ourselves to Princess Nysa and he wouldn't let us. I forgot about that. So we weren't going to get married for a while. Oh, fuck, yeah. We are going to have to do that. The Carpathian Mountains in Romania and the Balkan Mountains in the Balkans. That makes sense. Yeah, they're both really cool looking. I wanted to go hike in either of them. Carpathians for sure, I know. My cousin got to go hike there and she sent me pictures and it looked so fucking nice. Because she's got family from there. I don't, because I'm adopted, but yeah, it was interesting. Marry a Tarly. Absolutely not. Now I wonder who you're going to name the armies that you have. You mean the armies in the game? I don't think we can do that in CK3 still. A foreign army. Yeah, true. One from Essos would be nice, but not in the game yet. They do, but they also hate all the other lords in Dorne on the border, including us, so that wouldn't make any sense. All the Marcher lords hate the ones on the border from Dorne, and we're very much one of them. You know how many times our family has, like, raided and sacked the Reach? Like, they don't forget that shit. Alright. What would we be doing? We are impatient, so we want to get going immediately. We're vengeful. We want to start getting revenge immediately. There's no way around it. So we need to find a way to get a claim upon our liege's title. The High Septon will not be doing it for us. We could try and get a hook on him. We don't have enough territory, so we can't do it the old-fashioned way. We can't start a claimant faction. So what we need is to get a claim through getting a hook on the High Septon. We're going to send... Yeah, we've sent our spy master to the Iron Throne, and we're going to hope that he can find a secret on the High Septon. We may have to wait a bit, but that's the only way we're going to get really a claim on things. Oh, and we had a crash. All right. Do not panic. The last 3 sessions, we have had a crash, and then we've been fine, so we should be all right. There's something about all the mods updating, I think, for the latest version that has caused this, but I think we should be fine. The Ironwoods hate House Martell. They do, and they'd be a very good marriage. What's up, Zodi? But in the RP, you do got to remember, our current heir wants to marry the daughter of the Martell, and he'd rather wait. Also, this is RP in the Game of Thrones universe, so Wallachian Legion doesn't really make any sense. We also can't name armies in CK3, if you remember. You can make night accolades now, but we're currently in a rolled back version that's not the update, so do remember that. Which we're going to be on until the end of this campaign. Uh-oh, I got another crash. That is not good. I'll have to start hacking off mods until we get it to work. I know that will work. Well, I hope so. Yeah, they've always hated each other. I mean, we have too. Not as much as House Yarnwood, to be fair, but the Danes have always really disliked the Martells after being conquered by them. Because not only were we conquered by the Martells, by Nymeria, when we were a full kingdom, and a very powerful one at that, they also sent our leader to the wall. Which they didn't need to, and was very insulting, and he probably, and all our ancestors would have wanted him to have died in battle, so that's also at play. You do have to remember, we're a very honor-based house, to put it extremely lightly. Alright, we're back in. So the future Mega Campaign stream is going to be on Sundays, because if they are the later time... Oh, and then we crashed again. Okay. I'm going to start hacking off mods until we get a workable version. I think if I recall, it's because the Lord's mod had an issue. Let me try that. See if this works. Because if they're at a later time on Saturday, I can partially be present, but if not Sundays, it won't work. So schedule's going to be moving around a little bit again. Grand Campaign will be on Saturday mornings this week, after which I'm going to start to do them Sunday afternoons. Unfortunately, yeah. I will be doing Sunday afternoons. I mean, I suppose they could do them Saturday afternoons. I might want to do a poll about that, actually, to be fair. Because I'm gonna do the grand campaigns at the later slot. No, okay. Hold up. I'm just gonna keep yanking mods. Let's see what happens here. I'll do a poll about that in a little bit when people are here who tend to watch streams. And I can pull that. Because I could do Saturdays after the CK3 campaign, or I could do Sundays after, well, in the afternoons. By the way, the Vic campaign is over with now. That was our last session. I also don't plan to play the next. I need to take a break from Vic 3 RP, to be honest. So there won't be a Vic game probably for a month and a half, 2 months that I'll be in. So I could do Saturday afternoons for the grand campaign, if that is preferred. I'll do a poll for that. All right, let's hack off some more mods here. Okay, let's see if this works. Let's see, how many people are here? I gotta open my stream manager. I'll do a poll when there's a reasonable amount of people. Yeah. Maybe I'll do it Saturday during the grand campaign. I think that's when I'll do it. Truckonero, if you remind me, I will do a poll during the Saturday grand campaign, and we can see what people want to do going forward for the time slot. Because I could do either one. That's completely fine. Good afternoon, Demon. Are you going to do North Korea single player MD, right? Yes. Sunday I'll be doing Millennium Dawn. And there's nothing else that day, so it'll just be Millennium Dawn single player. All right, let's see if this works. Hope for the best here. I'm just going to run it for a minute to make sure we're not going to get a crash. Oh, no. Uh-oh. All right, I'm just going to throw off all our mods besides the base bot and see what's up here. I really hope not. We are very close to the end here. I could also try an old save file. We might have a bugged save file that I could also give a shot. All right. The issue is now I'm not loading with all of our mods, and a lot of the files might be dependent on these mods, which may not work. I've had this happen before, but I've usually been able to get around it. All right, let's see. You ready for the ugly, all the ugly portraits now? It's the end of the month, I think we're getting it. Come on. All right. We might be good. Give it one more month. Yeah, we're fine. All right. I hacked off basically all our mods except for a couple, so we'll have to end with, like, not a lot of the good mods on, but the save's not dead, and that's what's important, so we're fine. Yeah, the mod has had so much work, and I can't wait for the Tours and Tournaments update. It'll be so fun. Yeah, well, you may see some features missing. I did take off some of the mods that add a lot of flavor. But that's what we got to do to get to the end. That's fine. Alrighty, let's go hunting. We're 18. We'd be all about that. We're gonna go plot in the woods while hunting to think about how we're going to take down the Lord Paramount. Sound settings right too. There we go. I'm riding ahead of the group on the hills, suddenly grow still around me. The silence is almost palpable, and I struggle to hear even the noise of the horse's hooves. Just as I'm about to turn back to find the others, I glimpse it ahead of me, blurry as in a dream, a heart as white as snow. We're gonna go after it. We're impatient and arrogant. We're gonna go right after it. I follow the white hart into the hills. An almost unnatural silence hangs heavy over us, and the sudden sound of a voice startles me. My lord, there you are. I turn around to see the rest of my party having caught up to me. As I look back, the hart is gone. Alright, now we're obsessed with finding a white stag. I'm sure that won't haunt us for our whole life. This is single player. Oh, yes. They will. Essos was there in the CK2 mod. Yeah, all of it too, all the way to the ET. So I assume they'll add it in bits and chunks is what we'll get, which is perfect. I'd rather have it done well bit by bit than just have them throw up like the whole map of Essos and have it have no flavor, because that'd be boring and it would just lag the mod. So there's no point in it. Okay. I did get the Chancellor. Yes, he's trying to get secrets. The other option is we try and fabricate a hook on Angron, and with that hook, force him to let us marry his daughter, who then would have a claim through her child on the Lord Paramount. See, that's the other option we could do. Jesus Christ. That's our grandmother's family, or great-grandmother's family. Man, the Illyrians... Yeah, we don't have the mods on that make characters look like not horrible, as you can clearly see. Who's the king? It's still a Baratheon. King Axel Baratheon. He, I believe, is the grandson of Robert. Yes, he is. Yeah, he did not marry well, I'm afraid. That's a little rough. We're invited to a tourney in Sunspear. We'll go to that. This is our first tournament as an adult. We've never been to one before. Obviously, our grandfather, very famous for his skill. Our father, not so much. Alright. I am going to put our Spy Master on finding secrets in Sunspear instead. Let's see if we make it actually to the tournament rounds. We may not. So with all of our money, let's go ahead and upgrade our holding a bit more in Starfall. The other option, again, is we will have to go diplomacy, and then we'll have to go, oh, I apologize, intrigue, and then we'll have to go for truth is relative, because that'll allow us to fabricate a hook on the Lord Paramount, which we could then use to go after his daughter. Alright, we made it through the first rounds. We are going to be facing off against Lord Robert of Bent Branch, who is much stronger than us, and a raving lunatic. Hopefully we don't get murdered here. And this music playlist is not working. One moment. We'll just go with a classic. Okay. Close thunder, I take aim at my opponent, but I am slow on the mark, and a weight of a mountain slams against my chest. But we did not get knocked out. We are still staying on. Good. We made it past the first tilt in our first joust. We actually managed to hit him as well. And we knocked him off his horse. God damn. He was stronger than us completely. And we actually did manage to win that. Well, I guess we are our grandfather's grandson. Remember, our father Arthur was actually not the most competent. He really did not have a lot of prowess. Face off against a Manwoody. Also stronger than us in every way. And we won again! Holy shit, Arthur. Or Felix, I apologize. I'm so used to calling all our leaders Arthur at this point. So we had like, what, 2 generations of them? My god, we're actually winning tournaments. Well, not yet, but we're on our way. Another much stronger Lord Allard the Impaler Bracken. Didn't our grandfather fight him in the joust before? I seem to recall him at some point. We'll find out. Oh, we got hit. And we are knocked off our horse. Not surprising. Lord Allard is pretty ridiculously strong. So we will not be winning this tournament. Which dynasty was Felix's mother from? She was a Korgoyle. Korgoyle? They are the neighboring house. Lord Julian is currently its leader. But we are not able to get an alliance through our mother's relationship with him. We'd have to do a marriage, which is rather unfortunate. We also did technically, last generation, have an alliance with the Fowlers because his daughter is married to our half-brother, Lewin, in God's grace. Yeah. While performing his duties as my spymaster, Lord Ronan has uncovered a secret held by Lady Valyria of the Ghost Hill. She schemed from the shadows to have Jocelyn Catherine murdered. So she's an actual, the leader of the Ghost Hills. Yeah, we've got a major... we could blackmail her for a hook. Would that be very useful, though? It might be later. We could use that to get her to join the faction if we ever get one through acclaim on the Lord Paramount. See? So we'll just hold on to that information for a while. Then again, she's 50, so I don't know how much longer that will be useful. We'll see. Yeah, we kind of need to go skullduggery here. We'll be able to change our lifestyle in a few years. I do want to try and wait for that to get married as well. Our heir is our sister, Mary Dayne, craven, vengeful, paranoid, stubborn, pretty. Yeah, we only have one sibling, don't we? We're gonna need to get her a matrilineal marriage. And Aaron, there's no way they'd accept a matrilineal marriage, I would think, though. Karstarks. If we don't get her a marriage, the AI will probably do it for us, which we really don't want. Because if it's a matrilineal marriage, she is the heir, though, so, like, a second son realistically might take this marriage on the off chance he gets to become a lord. But it wouldn't be from a big house. It'd be from, like, a middle tier one. Of which there are very few options here, actually. To another Dane, our family doesn't have, like, Targaryen traditions, so maybe, like, a very distant cousin. Am I crazy, or is state transfer tooling the map in Hoi 4 therapeutic? Tell me you love Hoy without telling me you love Hoy. I just like those perfect borders, man. They make me feel something. Oh, this is big. We can matrilineally marry our sister to the brother of the Lord of Blackmont. Wait, Blackmont? Oh, god damn it. No, we're rivals with him. But it's a different dynasty in there, to be fair. The old house that we were rivals with in Blackmont are not around anymore. They're dead. So the Tollans we could work with. They're from the east. Yeah, we're going to marry her to Hugo Stone Tollan. He's a bastard. But he does give us a link to the Tollans, which is very big. And we're trying to build, obviously, political alliances and political... This would be useful, I think, for our daughter. So we'll go for this. If we die, our sister's husband's family would get a lot of power. So they'd be willing to do that. He'd be willing to do that. Not the most competent, but that's fine. That's matrilineal. So their kids will be ours, too. Imagine being turned on by smooth map borders. Just listen, you know, they say sex is fantastic, but have you ever seen a historically accurate Germany and Victoria III's borders? I mean, I'm not saying it's better, it just is better, right? I mean, that's just a fact. Time of memory. Men need not fear as lives depart, though it may tear the grievers apart, and hope only for memory's grace, that their history finds true place. We wrote that. Oh no. Felix, no. We're becoming a poet. All right. All right, we are a magnificent poet. Really one of the best poets around. I don't know who's better. I've never read anything better than our work. I'm just imagining him going around reading poetry with that. I had to remove the barbershop, by the way. I do apologize in order to make this game run. Let's get him in his proper dress. Hold on. The fuck is our armor? Did they remove the armor for our house? Maybe it was dependent on one of the other mods I was using. Nope, there it is. I'm just completely tripping. Ignore me. He's more of the fur cape type. I'm gonna go for that. Alright, there we go. That's a little bit better for Arthur. He's got to keep the mustache of our family's tradition, though. I feel like I'm getting bullied. Oh. While performing his duties as my spy master, Lord Ronan has uncovered a secret held by Lord Marion of Blackmont. He has secretly taken Lady Melione of River Springs as a lover. Not only are we now betrothed through our sister to his brother, we also have shit on him. We have a lot of sway over the Tollans now. That will be very useful in the days to come. We're belittling them from a matrilineal marriage. It's cool. Yeah, it's an 1836 map, true. I feel like the Martell daughter will marry before we can rebel. Could be abduct her Lyanna Stark style. Oh, do we really want to go that route? We are an arrogant prick, so it does check out. We've still got a little while. Our spy master's really not finding the stuff we need him to find, but we've got a few years. For our chancellor, we will name Lord Garin of High Hermitage, a Red Steel, given that they've always been loyal to our family. And for our marshal, we will make Lord Clarion, because he's just so much more competent at that, my gosh. And then for our steward, we will go for Bernard Dayne, our uncle. He's a man we trust with our life. Good to have some loyalty on the council, I would say, not just competence. And then Aaron Selene, who has been the admiral for our family for, oh, I want to say 30 years now, at the very least. It's been a long time. He's never been fantastic at it, but, it's enough. Alright, we'll betroth our sister. They'll get married. Aha! While performing his duties as by spy master, Lord Ronan has uncovered a secret held by my liege, Lord Paramount Angron. He has secretly taken Lady Karina, the wife of Braxton of Gardet, a lord, as a lover. Ah, you naughty, you salty dog. You dirty, dirty dog. That's a real shame. We need to go have a conversation with our dear Lord Paramount. I think we need to have a long talk with him. He might decline. Fuck. He's brave. This is not the time for that, Angron. Oh, we gotta let him know what we know. There's a Hamilton song about that. God damn it! Whether it's misguided sense of pride or fear of some greater reprisal, Lord Paramount Angron claims that I hold no sway over him. You fuck! We know about your lover. Don't you dare. Well, like your father told the whole land of Dorne our grandfather's secret, so too we will tell the whole of Dorne your secret. We expose them. He actually doesn't hate us that much, ironically. Well, that didn't go very well, did it? Let's send him a poem. Yeah, alright, cool. We publicly wrote a poem about his lover and how he had no choice but to take on a lover for his wife was so ugly. Even the Dothraki would have enjoyed his wife. That's what we'll go for. But we put it in very nice poetic form, and we publicly humiliated him. God damn it, that puts us back. That would have been much more useful if he went along with it. God damn it. My lord, this search of yours for a mere beast, I have to admit it worries me. My septon guileless approaches me as I sift through reports of new sightings of the White Hart. Evidently, anything that demands so much attention could be sent to the Lord of the Seven Hells, as if its existence is not the sign of the Father himself. No, we have to find it. We have to find it. Yeah, his lover also wasn't very attractive, but better than his wife. Not a high bar, admittedly. Yeah, let's hold a feast. We're generous. We'll spend our money much more freely than our grandfather. Could you actually move the camera up a bit so it lays on the time bar? I could, but I have it like this for all of my games, and the time bar doesn't need to be visible, so I do want to keep it at the bottom. I don't like floating cameras. What the? Eating was well underway and drinking a little too far along when Lord Lewin decides it was time for some horse riding. My stables were locked up tight, but with guidance from Lady Catrin. Lewin soon led a group of eager riders inside. With absolutely no control over my animals, there was swearing, laughter, and broken bones as men and women fell from horses. So our half-brother just showed up at our feast and rode a horse into it. Oh boy. Do we like our brother? He doesn't really like us. Which is what our grandfather was worried about. Oh, you mean what, you want to see the date? That is fair. It is 375 right now. There's one place I could move it. I'll have to line everything up again, though, which sucks. Let's see. Took me, like, forever to get this right. There we go. I think I got it. There we go. Okay, we will We need to keep looking for secrets. If that was his only secret and we wasted it, that will be very unfortunate. Yeah, we will have to probably go intrigue then. That's the only way we're gonna get an actual hook on our liege. We're gonna imprison her as a fornicator, but we wouldn't waste time with that. Go back to old camera. Can a mod make the poll for that, please? You've listened to some of the mega campaign VODs that work this week. Nice. The original CK3 ones or the EU4 ones, Trucker Nero? I went back and I watched the Lissandro episodes of the mega campaign like a week or two ago. Because I enjoyed them so much. Well, alright, let's do another Chancellor to do foreign affairs. We need to find allies for the days to come. Finish working on control. Protect trade. Not much else to do. We're really just waiting to fabricate. Made the poll. Thank you. What the? I just stop in the middle of a 1v4 clutch on Valorant to make that. Your sacrifice is appreciated. I can never get into Valorant. CSGO is always my go-to for those types of games. Let's make Lady Ravina of Gold Pepper our Castellan. She's actually from the Illyrians, who we fought that war against, but she doesn't really appear to hold a grudge like her ancestors as much. She's very young in comparison. The 5th of the 7th Company of Dragonmont has been established in Dragonmont by King Axel. Interesting. Religious order. CK3 ones, and today the one I listened to was the one where Archon Castora bought the foreskin of Jesus Christ. I remember that. I completely forgot that happened. Yeah, didn't we build like a shrine reliquary for it or something too? God damn it. You're invited to a tournament at Casterly Rock. We will go to that. Reminder, it's not the Lannisters who rule there anymore, actually, I don't think. No, it's the Baratheons. Because Cersei's, one of Cersei's children inherited the rock when she was obviously married to Robert. The Lannisters, ironically, I think only own Castamere. Yeah. The irony in this campaign, the Lannisters only still have the holdings of Castamere in this timeline, which is so fucking ironic. It's kind of ridiculous. We didn't make it past the preliminary rounds. We're going home. We're going to turn tail and head right back home. I can't buy that kind of irony. No, that is absolutely ridiculous. Oh, man. Tywin literally just barrel rolling in his grave right now. I think our boy needs a haircut, too. Oh, no. We'll go with that. That's the traditional look of our house. Most of our ancestors have had it. Those claws aren't so sharp now. No. Is House Rain still alive, though? It'd be funny if they had a higher title right now. Doesn't look like it. What's the legacy branch? I literally made a video. New camera? All right, cool. We'll keep that then. What was the voting like? I'm curious. Wow, overwhelmingly new. Okay. I literally named a video. I made a video on the cadet branch. What the fuck are they called? Not the reins. I know how I can find it. I go into the title. What the fuck is it? I'm tripping right now. Go into Castamere. Look at the title. Look at holders of the title in the past. Reigns, cadet branches, the victories, of course. No, they've died out as well. They both died out. Rip. Well, they've had their final revenge. Even though the Lannisters own Castamere and the victories and Reign is dead, they had some manner of revenge in the end. The Grand Campaign, I kind of want to be my home country, but I don't want to be Sammy either. Well, you can reform later if you'd like, or RP religious reform. I have a few really fun ideas for the Grand Campaign. Unfortunately, this time I've decided I'm not going to let anyone know what they are. I was going to do a public poll for where I was going to play in the Grand Campaign. I was going to talk about where I wanted to go for it. But I remember last time I did the Grand Campaign last summer, as soon as I told everyone where I was going, I had like 5 people immediately like join right around me, you know? And I don't want to deal with that again. I'd rather people go for what they're interested in, not just try and get next to me to be in videos. So I'm going to put my reservation in like absolutely last, and I'll go with what I get. So, because I really prefer this time not to have just like a bunch of people who all try and reserve around me. Plus, I do promise I have some very fun ideas. So I think the surprise will be a bit more fun for that campaign too. Legit pulled up a video to find it and just, victory. Yep. Oh lord, don't hate me because I don't sleep with Dothraki. Maybe if you go rid of that yee ass ancestral armor, you could get some better looking winches on your loins. Oh boy. Maybe better yet, your actual queen may call your donkey ass again if she ever stops sleeping with that messenger knight she's fucking with. Jesus, that's a bit brutal. Fucking tall. Is that the poem we read to our court about our Lord Paramount? Probably. Don't we have that 5 reservations for in 5 regions rule? We're going to balance it out by region. So we'll have a balanced number of people in each area. So it won't be as bad. But I don't want like, you know, 10 people to all reserve in the regions I reserve in right next to me. Because some of them will get there. And I prefer people just make the picks they want. And also not feel pressured not to go where I'm at. Because some people I know also don't like to go where I'm at. So I think it just makes more sense to do it that way. Plus, I am the GC, and there is technically a rule that the GC can't pick until after everyone, so we'll do that. Problem with the Grand Campaign is I don't know how to play U4 Vic 3. They're really not hard to learn, I can assure you. To become very good at them and to play in single player in EU4, yeah, it takes time. In a multiplayer one where people are not allowed to just completely fuck you, no, it's very doable. Vic 3 is not hard to learn either, to an enjoyable degree. To be good at it, it does take a while. The wilderness is calling out to me. It's been too long since I last hunted, but there, in the hills of Starfall, there are plenty of flighty hearts. One of those would do well on my dinner table tonight. Something is missing, though. Are my hunting spears too old and dull, or is it a companion I lack? Let's get a hunting dog. Vic 3 didn't take me that hard to learn, but EU4 took ages. Yes. Yep. To get into the nuance of Vic 3, it takes a while. To get to a point you can play out your country and not die, it's not bad. Because the Vic AI sucks. And if you're in multiplayer, you're probably fine. Unless you're in a sweat game. EU4, that's not true. EU4's AI has been min-maxed to shit. So in EU4, if you don't know your stuff very well, the AI will just absolutely rail you. You want to play a country in the New World. So we will be opening up in EU4 people to join who didn't play in CK3. But we're gonna fill Asia first. If we fill Asia, we're gonna fill parts of Africa, and only if we fill both those regions will we allow players in the New World. So we'll have to see how many signups we get. The brooding spawn of hell Athos makes my blood boil. How could the 7 to our 1 see fit to curse the earth with Athos's hysterical cold-heartedness? It's a bit of hating in others what we see in ourselves, I think, here. But we are now rivals with this fucking swine. Can we duel him? He won't even accept a duel, the fucking coward. He literally a spineless antagonist. We have no respect for him. Let's try and goad him into a duel. Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries. It failed. God damn it. No secrets on our Lord Paramount either. U4 was hell for me, but Victory wasn't as hard as I thought. Yeah. Victory just has like a really big hump of a learning curve, and then it's like not too bad. EU4 just has a learning curve that just perpetually keeps you like struggling, I would say. Victory, it's like you get over the initial hump of like getting adjusted to those like market mechanics, which does take a minute. Once you get that, you're fine. EU4 is like there's 10 different mechanics you all need to like wrap your head around, and if you don't have all of them, you're gonna struggle. It's, I'd argue, probably the most mechanically intense game except for Stellaris, but its AI are much more brutal. Except for, like, I guess, Devourers and Stellaris. Those are just brutal. To the handsome Felix. Ah! Well, I mean, you're not wrong. I would like for your cousin Arthur Dayne to become the Squire of Falbert Meridian, a most skillful knight. What do you mean, a skillful knight? Lord Aston, what are you talking about? There's more skill in my goddamn one-year-old hunting dog than this man. Absolutely not. But I won't take insult. I'll assume you just don't understand what a sword is. Caswold, an itinerant bard popular with the common folk, has arrived at my court. A local landowner encouraged him to seek me out so that he might perform for myself and my household. Prior to the performance, he came to me to ask for what sort of music will be most pleasing to my ears. Well, we are an arrogant piece of shit, so... well, you know, if you could make a song about me, I think it would go rather well, don't you? Caswald's performance went over swimmingly, with not a single member of my household left unimpressed, beyond the specific ballad I had requested. Caswald played many more gorgeous tunes, much to everyone's delight. Good man. Good man. Yeah, I like that guy. He's possessed. Fuck. Possessed by awe of us, clearly. Probably not a man we want in our court, but oh well. We're invited to a feast in Gold Pepper. Oh, good. Wonderful, wonderful. It is our very distant relative, an Illyrian. We're still going to be a little wary of her, but we're not outright paranoid. We're arrogant, really, so we go despite probably a bit of a danger. This is Game of Thrones, after all. What's up, Orion? How are you doing? Good afternoon. Not too much has happened. We're trying to get a hook on our Lord Paramount so we can force him to let us marry his daughter, who was our friend in childhood, and we've remained unmarried to try and make that happen. We briefly had a hook on him for a moment, or blackmailed him, but he refused to be blackmailed, and we let the whole kingdom know that he was sleeping with a lover because his wife was so ugly. We then wrote some very nice poetry talking shit on him right after. That's been the highlight so far, I'd say. Nothing too crazy. We're really just plotting. We're very young. Still no more secrets on the Lord Paramount. Felix is so great. Felix is so great. Everybody loves him. Felix is so great. To Felix, that is a bard's song better than any he's ever heard. It's just music to his ears, literally. I haven't played Victory, but EU4 always came off to me as the simplest Paradox game, probably because it was my first while on Vic 2. I can't say I know what's going on even for a couple hundred hours. EU4 used to be very different. Like, early EU4 wasn't that complicated. I'd say the first 5 DLCs of EU4 were very manageable. All of them were very doable, right? Because I played EU4 from launch. I bought it the day it launched. I still remember the Steam banner that was on the Steam homepage when it came out and being so fucking excited. And then downloading Tungle to play multiplayer. Oh, good times. But because the host, like the servers for Paradox just wouldn't work. In the early days of EU4, it was a very easy to understand simple game in almost every way. The thing in the beginning people wouldn't understand was trade. Like back in the day, I remember I talked to everyone and we'd all complain about trade. We'd all ask each other how the fuck trade actually worked. Until Quill, I mean, some of y'all will remember Quill. He's still around. He's a great dude. I grew up watching Quill when I was young. Until he put out his trade guides, and then everyone was just like, oh, that's how trade works. and then he got really big and popular because he actually knew how to play the game. But early EU4 was very manageable. The thing is, EU4 has had so much built on top of it over time with good features, right? Mechanics on mechanics on mechanics. Yes, cool 18. He's great. He's been around forever. Like, I watched him when I was in my early teens. He's been around that long. Him and, does anyone remember, what's his fucking name? He got a job at Paradox. He was Scottish. He had like a really sarcastic sense of humor that was enjoyable to listen to. DDR Drake. Did anyone ever watch DDR Drake? I always used to watch DDR Drake and Quill when I was young and I played EU4 back in the day. Anyway, I'm sidetracking here. But EU4 had lots of like mechanics built on top of it that's made it the complex mod it is now. And they've also perfected and tweaked the AI to make it very tough and made for players who tend to build more meta. So the early version of EU4 was much more understandable than the one we have now, I would say. Which is why many people come to EU4 now and they're like, oh, this game's so complex. And it is, but it wasn't always that way. Not that that makes it any easier, of course. No one's a bigger hater than me. True. What the flexing, as always. You know, his hair and mustache is absolutely fantastic. I mean, I'm not saying we're the most handsome man in Dorne. But if someone else said it, I certainly wouldn't disagree. You play too much EU4? Yeah, I've got like 2,000 hours, but I still can barely play the game in its current form. In my experience, one of the best ways to win over a girl and get her to marry you is to tell everyone her dad sucks. Well, when a girl's father doesn't like you, it does help. I will say that. That's a truth right there. Depending on her years. If she's older and mature, that doesn't work. But at a certain age, if a girl's father doesn't like you, it's really in your favor. Yeah, that's a bit of advice there. Really from the ages of like 18 to 30, but depends on their issues. That's what I proposed to my wife. The Game of Thrones mod, I swear, is mostly plotting for hours. That's why I like Wildman. Less plotting, more fighting. True. What's a Blackbeard GM? I would love to see more, what I hope they add is like a struggle mechanic for the stepstones, so we get to go just like fight every couple generations, or every generation, right? So we actually have fighting. Because in Game of Thrones, historically, there were lots of wars, which they haven't put into the mod yet. That's fine. They'll be added. And I think a great way to kind of make this mod have more warfare without just modding in like crazy timelines and crazy events, throw a struggle mechanic in the stepstones, and every generation will get to all go fight Essos, right? But we'll have to wait until they at least add the free cities. So whenever you do never attend a feast thrown by House Ulster, they literally trap all their guests in the hall and burn it down. That's why they got their sigil. Is that true? I don't know anything about their house. I got into his stuff via RimWorld and Dwarf Fortress. That's fair. Yeah, he does so many different types of games now. I really got into him during like the EU4 era. That is what Vic 3 is going to turn into. 100% cheese. The current form of Vicky 3 is not going to last. In 3 years, Vic 3 will be unrecognizable, and it will be very complicated compared to now. So if you want to learn Vic 3, now's really the time to do it so you can adapt your knowledge to what comes. If you try and tackle Vic in a few years, it'll be a lot. But anyway. Flexing that I'm addicted to a bearded nerd on Twitch is a great flex. You're goddamn right. I hear no lies there. The feast is dwindling down, and I find myself deep in conversation with my even-tempered vassal, Master Darren. He looks like an ugly knockoff of us. Look at that. Look at him, and then look at us. He's like us if we had some like serious damage to our genes, you know. I'm just saying. He inquires about my opinion on the rumors at court, a subject he's deeply interested in himself. Well, if you know anything about the Lord Paramount, we might be interested. We'll get to know him. But you are right. It is a lot of plotting in this mod right now, not a lot of warfare. And I do wish there was more of it. That's why I'm hoping we get struggle mechanics, and that's why I hope they add things in to make rebellion and plotting and big wars in the Seven Kingdoms more popular. Because although I do enjoy the slow game and the character game of CK3, like everyone else, I also like to just cave some fucking skulls in, you know? At least once a generation. And I would say that's my biggest issue with the mod right now as well. It's fantastic, but it needs more violence. And I'm not that guy normally. I'm not the guy who's like, this Paradox game needs more blood and violence. We need more war. But in this mod, that is the case. It's very rare. That'll come with time, though. So for now, we get to plot and enjoy character stories. What a feast. I remember the days spent in Lady Ravenna's halls for a very long time. Wonderful. We like each other. How long until we can go intrigue? I know there's a way to see when we can switch it. In 378, in a year, we can switch over to intrigue, and then we can go plot to get a hook on him. We're still unmarried at 22. We're still just very much pursuing trying to marry the Lord Paramount's daughter. It's gonna be tight here. We might not get it. If Hamu says that, it must be true. Spitting facts there. That's true. I'm unsure why there's a functioning Game Boy for a World War II game, but there is. What game is that? I mean, with how much war and chaos vanilla CK3 has, it's a great change of pace. It is. What I would optimally like to see is a bit of a balance with this mod, in that it's not like vanilla CK3 where you're just constantly getting warred and just war is everywhere in the world, right? But I would like to see a bit of a balance. I think a Game of Thrones will be at its best if war happens through struggles with Essos, it happens through occasional revolts, and that's how you get your fighting done. It's not like everyone's claiming each other's titles and fighting all the time and fabricating claims. I don't want to see the AI doing that. It doesn't make sense with Game of Thrones lore, right? But what does make sense with Game of Thrones lore is constantly fighting in the Stepstones, constantly having rebellions, constantly having claimants and invasions, right? That is historical in the lore, and that's what I'd like to see in this mod, because it will balance things out really well. Easier said than done. The mod team is trying their best. We'll just have to really be patient for that. As the days pass by, I hear nothing from the White Hart. I grow restless. Surely someone must have seen it. What about all the peasants littering the halls? Maybe I should appeal for their assistance. We're arrogant. There's no way in fuck we'd do that. We would talk to our knight, though. Sir Eric. We do like him. We'll ask him to go look for the heart. Where's the CK3 modern day mod? You know, in CK2, there was actually a sci-fi mod. Let me see if I can find it. I'm tangenting a lot today, but that's fine. There is a CK2 mod that is sci-fi that I actually really enjoyed. Let me see if it's on the Steam Workshop. Does anyone else remember that? Does anyone else play a lot of CK2? I played that game religiously. There were some amazing CK2 mods. What's the name of it? We're gonna go to the internet. When in doubt. Sci-fi mod CK2. Crisis of the Confederation. Here it is. This was a fun fucking mod. Yeah, here we go. I'll give you guys a little link. The graphics are absolutely horrifying. I do apologize, but this was a really cool mod. What they did is they made planets into provinces. They had like graphics for fleets, and they changed up the whole politics of the galaxy. It hasn't aged well, but it does suggest that you could put modern day or sci-fi into Crisis of the Confederation, or really any mod like that into CK3. Someone also told me that the Princess of Darkness mod has plans to go to the modern day. I don't know if that's true, but if it is, that would be really fucking cool as well. So, I mean, you could do a modern mod, honestly. I know you're joking, but I'm not. So. We need more violence. Adds Holocaust to Hoi 4. Oh, no. No, not that. Sex her? Sex who? Even King. You're gonna have to narrow this down as CK3, man. You need kids for this map game, though. So no sex equals game over. That is true. Fully agreed. More violence makes tournaments into Mortal Kombat style fights. Yeah, I don't like Total War style CK3 or CK2, but I do like a bit of it. I would like to see another D&D total conversion mod for CK3. That'd be very fucking cool. Has no one ever tried to do that? Hold up. Ooh. There was a fair run mod for CK2. I never played it though. It had all the geography of a large part of it. Are they working on a CK3 version? Is this still alive? There's a Discord. Hold on. I'm going on a little look-see here. One moment. Oh, this is so old. I don't think so. Wait! There's a Git? Oh my gosh. Is there a CK3 mod for D&D? There's a GitHub. This does not look very active, I'm gonna be honest. No. Oh my god, this is not very active. That's sad. Bear with me. Okay, so there's a Discord. There is a project for it on CK3. There's only 3 people working on it. Oh, that's really sad. They are doing a lot of active work, though. They just released, there was an experimental release on the 21st of May. I'm gonna link to. I'm gonna go ahead and keep an eye on this. I might download this later tonight and see if it's playable. Well, that's interesting. So there is one. It's just not got a lot of people working on it. It'll take a while, but that's really cool. I hope that works out. Man, a D&D setting for CK3 would be so fantastic for RP. That'd be super cool. Anyway, back on topic. There is one. I'll link it to y'all real quick if you're interested. Here's the post for it. They have a link to their Discord here, and they have a link to, I believe, the Git on there as well. If y'all are interested. You love the one for CK2, really? I saw the post on here that shows the map, but I never found it when I played CK2. Vic3 needs a war update or an overpriced DLC or just a war mod. I want to see military changes. Now, the devs have stated, there was a post by Wiz, I believe, on the PDX forums. And he said their next big free update is going to try and address some of the military changes they think are needed. How many of those will actually be broad changes to features and mechanics is questionable, but their Wiz has said in a forums post at least they are going to address that in the next update. Whether that's a DLC or just an update, tough to say. So, you know, I'm very conflicted about Wiz because in some ways I don't like the direction he goes when he's like in charge of games, but I respect his bravery in taking Vic 3 down this war route despite all the Hoi 4 crowd screaming bloody murder. And I do respect that he's willing to follow through on his vision for war in Vic 3, which I fully back. I don't like where war is in Vic 3 right now. It needs to be much better. But in terms of like the overall like goal and the vision for it and how it works in relation to game mechanics, I really like. And I'm glad that he hasn't backed down to the fucking the Hoi crowd screaming, which is good. But anyway. There's a poll on the Kaiserreich YouTube channel where most people voted for a tabletop game for Kaiserreich. What do you think about that? I mean, that's cool. I think it's a bit of a waste of their time, but that's cool. The Faerun mod is so detailed, insanely. Really? I'm going to look at their Discord one more time here. I will also link it to give a link to their Discord. Sometimes mods just need like people who show up and are like, hey, this looks cool. Because when you're modding, and I'm not a modder, I've done a little bit of it. In any form of like people acknowledging what you're doing does help with enthusiasm. I will link their Discord. If you guys want to check out the Discord for the CK3 mod that's trying to put Faerun and D&D into CK3, check that out. It's really cool. They are working on it still, so I will link that. His team being lead dev of Stellaris was abysmal. I do agree on that. The current state of the Stellaris team is so much better. Who's currently the lead dev for Stellaris? Because they've been doing such an amazing job. I have so much respect for the current Stellaris team. Do you know a lot about the world? About the D&D world or the Game of Thrones world? Because the answer to both is yes-ish. Geology. Look the way for pros. This is an economy game. Yeah, I agree. Which is why I find like the spud gun people who like start foaming at the mouth when they don't see their units on the... They can't move units so funny. Anyway. I've really sidetracked here. Let's get back to Game of Thrones. I'm out riding my dog Snow beside me when she suddenly runs off into the hills. My retinue assures me she will come back, but we're impatient, so we're going after her. We'll make Master Alaric our vassal. My god, he is an ugly man. Why is everyone on our court so ugly? I find Snow after a few minutes of searching, happily wagging her tail and pretending like nothing is wrong. Nice. Big 2 at Economics and War. Don't know why people think that those can't be together in the same game. Because they take away from each other. Victoria is innately supposed to be about like the abstracts of a game, right? I really do think the only games that should have active troop movement and active troop... giving troops orders to move around should be Hoi 4, because it's designed for it, and CK3, because you're an actual military leader, so you would be the one doing it, right? EU4 and EU5 and Vic, I think all those games should not have any troop movements. Military should be done in a more abstract manner that suggests you are what you are, which is a representation of a country and act on that behalf. You're not a general. You're not a field commander. You represent the broadest forms of leadership of a nation, and you're responsible for the organization, the composition, and the deployment of armies. That's how I see it. But I know not everyone agrees. That's fun. I helped make a few very good mods for games, and in my experience, the hype for the mod helps a lot, because without that, the mod is slow to take off. True. It helps the modders. It helps the mod itself. It helps get people interested in what it is, you know, that kind of thing. Speaking of which, I am going to take this moment to go ahead and link. I'm going to link the website I made for our CK3 mod. Not what we're playing today, but I did put like 5 hours into that, so I'm going to share it in case anyone is interested. If you want to see the state of the mod we're working on for CK3, which you guys have all seen in the Vic RP games, I will also link that. Assuming I can find it. Can find it. Wonderful. If you would like to see the current state and plans for our CK3 mod, you can also do so there. I tried to find the Cold War mod for CK3. I found one with a good score, but it looks like it's all in Chinese and crashes on startup. There is one right now. I don't have a link to it. They've got a Discord. I can link you that if you'd like. Here's another link. Not to bury you guys in links right now, but here's another one. If you want to go to the Cold War mod in DC, that's the one you want. Victorian era is mostly revolutionary periods in tactics, strategy, and tech, etc. CK3 fails to really display how Napoleonic warfare changed to modern warfare. I fully agree with you. It also fails to portray the changes of naval warfare, which was really as definitive in terms of strategic changes, right? The naval changes from, you know, the age of sail to like the end of World War II or the beginning of World War II even was so dramatic, and the game barely even represents it. It's an absolute disgrace. So it needs to change, but the core terms of it aren't bad. Yeah, exactly. It's huge. I'm headed for my chambers to enjoy some blessed sleep when I hear a faint rustle from a window. Just the wind, I think, until the wind starts to speak. Bernard, open up, my sweetheart. It is I, Gentleman. I push the shutters open, and lo and behold, a woman has climbed up to Bernard's window. It is Lady Gentleman, a wife of my uncle, Lord Lewin. That's our half-brother, who's fucking our other brother. She's the one we need to have kids so he gets inheritance. But if they're gonna... God damn it. Alright. Well, our half-brother who's in charge of the lands we took in God's grace, his wife, is cheating on our brother who's also our dynasty. His kids are of our blood, so technically it's okay. What did you just call my uncle, you strumpet? You know, if this was someone else, we'd be mad. But as long as her kids are of our dynasty, we're fine. Sorry, buddy. You are getting cucked, but it's for the greater good. And on that note, let's go ahead and give him the title, because we now know for certain that his children are of our dynasty, without a single doubt. So let's go ahead and give him God's grace. He will become independent, by the way, but that's fine. Lord Lewin the Foolish is now has a large holding of his own. It's a very weird family. Why do updates and DLCs have to dramatically make the game good? Couldn't it just be a launch? It is very difficult to get out like a working version on launch. Part of that is the leadership in Paradox that wants them to push out quick updates to make money and quick games to make money. That's the core problem. But even if that wasn't happening, it is difficult to get out all the features you want on launch. It's also really difficult to know how they will play. You can have testers, and like you got to remember that people's perceptions of a game dev team's perceptions are very different. So it's a mix of a lot of different things, and it is frustrating, but at least we do get it in the end. We just have to pay $300. Where's the incest? There's been plenty of it. You should know. I don't know if you watched any, but we've had plenty. Wrath for Torrentine. Through conflict brings wrath to all someday. Our hero lives to enter the fray. So let none challenge his bold intent, unless do hereafter they wish to be sent. That's alright. She's a lady too. We don't want to insult her. We're not a complete fool. Or Castellan will go with Master Aethys of Starport. He is disfigured, but he does like us and he's loyal, so that's fine. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go to Temptation. Fuck it. We're unmarried. We're a roving bachelor at this time. We're waiting to marry the Lord Paramount's daughter, but there's no reason we can't sow our oats while we're waiting. And while we get a skullduggery or intrigue lifestyle, we'll be able to take Trufer's relative, and we'll be able to get a claim on our liege and force him to let us marry his daughter. In the meantime, there's no reason we cannot find a lover. Our grandfather failed at it repeatedly, but, you know, could be different for us. Who would we even go after, though? Spread some stardust. You're here for the rant. That's fair. I'm okay if they drop a functioning sandbox at start for free, and then have a paid one with all the content released in gradual updates. No, I agree. I think we're all in agreement that the business model Paradox is predatory and shitty, and we only tolerate it because they're a monopoly on something we all love. But it's also a monopoly on something we all love, so where else are we going to go? Total War? I mean, at best, I guess there's Total War as an alternative. But they're putting out fucking high fantasy games now, not historical games, so that's a bust. I mean, you could go to Civ, but they haven't released a new game in forever, and Civ 6 was a train wreck. You could go to Humankind, but it's just a dramatically different game that doesn't function in the same manner, and also has a lot of mechanical issues. And then there's a smattering of other small indie games that really just do not get anywhere close to what Paradox can give you for a grand strategy, historically, right? So, we're all stuck with what we got. I would like for your cousin Arthur Dayne to become the squire of Gehrman Summers, a most skillful knight. Now, he actually is a skillful knight, so we will allow that. He's not promising us an incompetent hedge fucking knight, so yes, we'll do that. Woman is 60 fucking 4. Elisa has been devastated ever since her husband Aston died. She's come to visit me one evening. I feel so lonely, she says, looking at me longingly. I remind myself that Aston was my good friend. You've been so comforting. Woman, you are 64. Pull yourself together and get the fuck out of my room. These fucking cougars, man. No, we're 23. We're a tourney knight. Not a successful one, but the grandson of a successful tourney knight. That has to count for something. And we're not gonna go after cougars. All right, what do we have in our court? We're arrogant. We'd only go after noble-born women, wouldn't we? Where are you gonna go? Sim City. True. True. We need a noble woman of good bearing to sow our stardust. Is that what we're gonna go with? Yeah, it sounds more polite. Just go to City Skylines. Yeah, it only costs $400 for everything. I'm sad right now. It's Sun Denise. I fell for the fake news. It's Sun Denise. What do you mean? Sundance. Sun Denise. The Mountain Blade had CK-like character mechanics. Yeah, that'd be cool, but we'd only get those through mods, I think. Yeah, more strategy games with RPG mechanics would be really cool. But I think it really does take such a large budget at this point to get that. It's just going to be very difficult. Hello, Lady Jonquil of Brimstone. Yeah, I think that'll do. Very low chance, but, you know, we are the grandson of the greatest tourney knight in Westeros, and we're one of the best poets we've ever met, that's for sure. Let's send her some poetry. Yeah. Ah, she liked our poetry. Wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah. Beautiful. It began as an occasional treat, an unusual habit. All right. Our, Eric, who's our Ironborn Knight, is obsessed with pickled herring, which is absolutely disgusting. We're gonna move our quarters away from his to not be close to the smell. We basically have a Swedish knight right now who's eating disgusting rotten fish. So we'll need to move our quarters away from him. Someone made a chess roguelike with RPG mechanics. What was it called? I've never heard of it. Imagine something like Mountain Blade or hell, a settlement building game where you could build a family. Now there is Manor Lords. Manor Lords I think is the closest to that, and that does actually look very good if they expand upon it. Manor Lords could be very good. Yeah, true. Our knight is basically hastening right now. That's what this is. Our knight is hastening in almost every way. Fucking Swedes and their pickled herring. In my pursuit of Lady Jonquil's affection, it would be very helpful to know exactly what her tastes and preferences are. Let's see. She is paranoid, lazy, humble, and a zealot. But she do be thick, though. So, it's fine. We're gonna go convince her to tell us what she likes. This is very interesting. Jonquil is a woman of fine taste. Ah, well. Well, so are we. Yeah. What do you think of City Skylines 2? I don't like the graphics, they're very outdated, but the core game is enjoyable. I did like SimCities more, though, I will be honest. Are Charlton a Dornish family? That's a very good question. They are... No, they're from the neck. They're from the border of the north and the neck. Yeah, they're right here. They're right next to the Freys and just to the north of the Malisters historically. And somehow, they've managed to become the lords of a territory in Dorne. Very odd. Very odd indeed. The Icelanders eating rotten shark. Yeah, don't people in Greenland do that too? Have you not heard of her, my lord? I roll my eyes and grunt dismissively. To say that the flights of Fancy Bernard were beneath me right now would be an understatement. That's our uncle, who's on our council, who's also screwing our brother's wife, whose children will inherit a duchy, technically, because he's been screwing our brother's wife. I respect that, man. They say she has an open challenge for anyone, my lord. Bernard tries again, insistently this time. Lowering his voice conspiratorially, he continues. Listen, I know you tire of all the matrimonial questions. This woman offers her hand in marriage to anyone who can best her in physical ability. Well, we are pretty strong. I sit back and consider the story. A martial-minded woman. Surely I can come away victorious and with a new wife in tow, no matter their skills. But we are saving ourselves for the Lord Paramount's daughter. Reason we can't go take a look, you know? It wouldn't hurt. Might as well do a little bit of investigation. God damn it, what the... Fucking god damn it. Why is it you always clip the worst? Never mind. Alright. Not City Skylines, the new City Skylines. The one they announced. It looks alright. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'm hoping it actually gets released as a proper game and not like just an absolutely, like you can build roads and houses and they're like, so anyway, $60. If you want to build office complexes, you have to pay another $30. If they don't rail us on the DLC, I am excited for it, but I'm also not hopeful on that end. All right, who do we have here? Diana Southmere. Oh my. Oh my. Compassionate, arrogant, and chaste. Meh. Yeah, the first two are good. She's a charismatic negotiator, a wise woman, a blade master, an adventurer, athletic, strong, and a formidable fighter. I'm going to level. We may be a little out of our depths here if we have to fight this woman for her hand in marriage, but she do be thick. Well, we were never one to back away from a challenge, were we? After a hard day's ride, we arrive at the location Bernard had heard our quarry frequented to find a surprising scene. A lithe woman is currently grappled with a much larger man. Normally this would hardly seem a fair fight at all, but an instant later, and the bout finishes surprisingly. The first figure, broadly grinning, helps up her opponent magnanimously before flicking her eyes over to regard me. I've not seen you around these parts before, she smirked as she addresses me, dropping into a sardonically elaborate bow. My name is Diana. I know why you're here. But let me warn you, anyone who wastes my time has to pay me a sum for our troubles. Well, we are a lord. Money is of no dispute. 135 ducats! This woman is a fucking thief. But she do be thick. A 39% chance for half our treasury. Well, we can't go home after all this, can we? We can't walk home without a little bit of pride. She may be unlanded. She clearly comes from some minor family. But she's issued a challenge. She scorned our honor. We can't have that. Say hello to your new husband. Diana huffs tiredly as I break our clinch again. I'm not dealing too much better. It's clear how she has remained unwed. She smiles, satisfied with the challenge. You would make a good man for me, she remarks, not taking her eyes off my movements. It's a shame I'll have to disappoint you. Diana charges forward again, but this time I'm ready. A deft sidestep puts her off balance and a hooked foot around hers has her toppled. Her face is a mixture of shock, amazement, and excitement as I offer my hand. You're goddamn right. She's 18 but looks 65. That's because she's a bit of a beast. Well. What do you expect? We're Felix fucking Dayne. I mean, it's only natural we beat this woman. So, how are we gonna marry her? So thank you for the follow, Blackbeard GM. I did not notice that one. 1 minute poll. Are we marrying this woman, or are we saving ourselves for the daughter of the Lord Paramount? Here we go. All right, poll is up. 1 minute. I'll wait on the event until it's done. What are we doing, folks? Tucanero, stop trying to get me canceled on Twitter. God damn it. There's like already one of my most popular clips on Twitch is me in RP saying some very questionable things. I don't need more of them. Paramount, this woman offers no benefit She is strong and one of the greatest fighters we've ever met, to be fair. Not the most attractive, but not the worst either. What are we doing here? What are we doing? No, I don't. I technically have a Twitter. I haven't been on there in a long time. It's tied. Oof. I guess I gotta decide here. As capable as she may be, we've seen all we need to here. I think we were promised. And she died. Disappeared without a trace. Fuck. No. We save ourselves for what is ours. What the Lord Paramount has taken from us. We will not settle for a second-hand woman, though she do be very strong. We have a new Maester. Maester Corbett. Just patient, stubborn, and cynical. He'll do. No, we will not settle for a second-hand woman. And she did look very old. Part of the reason is I do not currently have the mods on that made characters in CK3 not look horrible. Because I had to turn it off to make this game file continue, but oh well. Let's go hunting. While we wait. So right now we are waiting to go ahead and get Truth's relative. We will then be able to go ferment a claim on the Lord Paramount, and we'll use that to force him to let us marry his daughter. So let's see if we can do it right now. God damn it, he's betrothed! Who the fuck is this? Kristen Toland. God damn it. We're gonna have to take. Now, we'll finish trying to seduce Lady Jonquil. The Stardust needs to be sowed, and when we're done with that, we're gonna kill that little shit. No one gets to marry a Martell but us. None at all. A sudden stillness falls over me, and as I turn to my saddle, I see it. The White Hart. Before I have time to raise the cry, it disappears into the hills. We have to find that fucker. God damn it! Yet again, we do not find that beast. It's gonna hunt us till our dying days, I swear. It's fine. We tried to goad AGOT and we failed. Our Lord Paramount is too well liked by the High Septum. Lord Ronan has discovered a spy. Katrina was caught searching for secrets in the darkest corner of our court. She is the ex-lover of our grandfather. You remember her? They had a falling out. Katrina willingly exposed who she was spying on us for. It was Lord Guerin Redsteel? Of all people, the Redsteels? Now that is shocking. She's going in a cell and she's not coming back out. Really? Plotting against us. Well, let's see. She's suggesting a reading. We know it. Well, we'll do a religious reading. Oh. Oh. We actually have a chance at success here. We could gift her Dawn. Holy shit. No, we're not doing that. Obviously. You know, if this goes well, we may actually end up marrying Lady Jonquil if we fall in love with her, I will say. That would be a very nice power couple. The problem is, in this mod, it's so difficult to get a claim on, like, a higher title. She just invited us to a tournament in her holdings. I think this is a chance to, she wants us to show off, how good of a fighter we are. Well, we can certainly do that. Can we marry both Brimstone and Martell? Unfortunately, no. We're not Targaryens. We'll see if we make it past the preliminary rounds. We might embarrass ourselves quite badly here. We'll see. Or a playlist I can play here. I know. Yep. Alright, we're facing off against Lord Aenys at the Midnight Tower. Oh, Jesus. He's a tough fighter. We're kind of in over our head here. This will be very rough. Alright, let's do this. We just got hit. We're not down yet. We hit him, come on. Oh, this is close. We got hit again. We knocked off our horse. God damn it. Well, we made it through the preliminary rounds, but we were knocked down by Lord Aenys to the Midnight Tower. To be fair, there's much worse people we could have lost to, but... Your father's playing the Reigns of Castamere up the stairs? Walt, I hate to tell it to you, but your sister is going to inherit your family's titles, and your father is about to summon crossbowmen. So I'd watch out if I was you right now. What the... The indoor bings open, and I see several Reachman knights strut into the hall. They jeer and jape as they pass several men sitting down, loudly whispering something about smelling Dornish. Do I know where the fuck they are? I grip my tankard tightly as they approach the innkeep. I cringe as one spits in his face and snatches the flagon of wine from his hands. The men erupt into laughter as another knight grabs a whole roast chicken from the serving wench, grabbing her and holding her tightly. The innkeep shouts at them, but a quick blow to the face silences him. As he rubs his face, his eyes meet mine. He knows I am a lord. I've eaten here before, after all. You ugly motherfucker! What the fuck you doing? Did we win? Don't tell me we're gonna get no closure on that fucking event. Come on now. Hold on. Yeah, find a new music playlist here. I also think I may have figured out how to split my audio properly, so I might be able to start playing copyrighted music on streams and then cut it out for the VODs, but we'll see. Still trying to figure that out. This is a good soundtrack. Oh my. I find my acquaintance, Lady Jonquil, waiting eagerly. Skin against skin, no barrier exists between our bodies as we reach for one another. There's no hesitation, no delay, no time for gentleness. Oh boy. Felix, you dirty dog! When we finally part ways, I can see the memories of pleasure flash before her eyes, a mere image of mine. Oh my. Well. We succeeded. I mean, was there ever any debate we would not succeed? Honestly. We're Felix fucking Dayne. Alright. Well, she's our lover now. You're Felix fucking Lady Jonquil. No, that's true. I gotta say, I think there's a lot of reason to suggest we might actually try and marry her. What's our opinion of her? Isn't there a way to see our opinion of another character? No chance of romance. All right, another pull. Relationship tab, thank you. No, it doesn't appear to show it off. Flash pull, what do we do here? Felix the Firestar Dayne. She looks old. Not too bad. You gotta remember, guys, you're all used to seeing, like, me stream with mods that make these characters not ugly as shit. I had to turn them off to make this save file not die, so all the characters will be more ugly. She's very high intrigue. She's hale as well. I arrived back at my castle after a long, lonely walk. Another year passing, another year older. I was born this day 25 years ago, and the older I get, the more I cherish the relationships I've cultivated over the years. We hear a strange sound while heading to our bedchambers. Wonderful. It's a surprise party. Our friends are all there. Wonderful. Surprise birthday party, and they're going to give us a gift. We'll take the medium one. I've read this event so many times at this point. We got the owner of herbs and other potent plants. We marry her. All right. Let's see if she'll even marry us. That's the real question. It may well be, though we will not even be able to marry her. Because she'd have to give up her inheritance of her family's titles. No. She wants a patrilineal marriage. Even if we wanted to, we couldn't, because we're sure as fuck not gonna do a matrilineal marriage. So we're just gonna hit her on the side. That's what we're gonna do. Unfortunate. But we might at least have some children. Nice. That was a very good gift. That is a thick boy. My God. Silas has come to my keep seeking a place to stay for a short while before resuming his journey to the court of the Lord he will be serving. Yeah. Just don't eat all of our cellar. That's all I ask. Hey, the scholar. Nice. Yeah, the Martell is the one to go for. Whilst walking the corridors of my keep today, I ran into my guest Silas. I began speaking with him. During our conversation, I noticed that he had a link of the iron on his chain. We begin to speak about martial matters. Nice. Oh, he's going to speak well of us to those he talks to. Good. Can we do any upgrading of our holdings? Not really. It doesn't look like. Build another castle, but it would be a lot of gold. We'll probably save up for that. It's very expensive. What the fuck is this? The wife of the Lord of House Corgyle. A long evening of state business with Teresa has slowly degenerated into both of us being deep in our cups, slowly swapping saucy stories. I've just finished my retelling of a tale of seductive charm of some exotic sea monsters when I see an untold gleam in my companion's eye. Thoughts of blackmail race unbidden to my mind. Perhaps Teresa is actually a little keener on the subject than she knows. No. Politically, we can't do that. We're going to shut that right the fuck down. Oh, boy. I need to buy a fan. Oh, no. Well, our house is it's never been said our house isn't fertile. Lady Jonquil has come to me, and I immediately know why. She is with child, and there is little doubt in her heart, as it is mine, as to who the father is. A child born outside the legitimate bounds of marriage is destined to a life of a bastard. Is that the fate I want for my child? Well, our grandfather did things a very specific way, and I see no reason to break tradition. The whole world will know of our child. Many will not respect us for not being married, but neither of us are married either, so... As my lover, Lady Jonquil, is carrying my child is now common knowledge. That our dalliance could lead to this was a possibility I was aware of, but to be faced with the reality of it. This, kids, is why you always wear a condom. Or optimally, find alternatives. Because Jesus Christ, it's not fun. I was always terrified of this when I was younger, man. Fuck. Alrighty. Well. We may be having a son a little earlier than we expected. Felix is flexing, if anything. All the other lords will just be jealous little shits. True. True. What's up, Escova? Do you deny the fact that wearing a condom is very important so you don't get situations just like this? Having a kid before you're ready is a terrifying thing that will ruin your life. Not for our dear friend Felix here, because he's a lord, and he doesn't need to give a shit, but ordinarily. Alright, we almost can get the trait we need. Truth is relative. We're waiting for that. We could also go with, I think there's a diplomacy trait that would work for what we're trying to do as well. Is there one we can... fabricate on our liege's title? I sworn there was. Or was it intrigue after all? Bear with me. It's stewardship. Meritocracy? No, they changed it. I think the mod changed it. I did hear something about that. It's really rough. Trying to get your... I mean, it should be. Becoming Lord Paramount is very difficult in the lore of Game of Thrones. It really only happens in, like, cataclysmic, big just definitive moments in Westerosi history. Just marry her so the kid isn't a bastard. She doesn't want to have her line die out, which I do understand. See, there's no way in fuck she'll do it with us. She really likes us, but she's not going to let her dynasty die, which I can respect. Yeah, I think they moved it. We have two ways to get the Lord Paramount. So we can either have an heir who's of our liege's dynasty, and then we can enforce that claim. Or the other way is we can get a, what's it called? A hook on the High Septum, and then force him to let us get a claim on his title. Those are the two options. My lover, Lady Genkiel, is so far from my embrace. If she had something to remember me by, something personal, I would rest easier. And one of these options to send her our fucking underwear? Bro, no. That's just weird. We'll send her a lock of our hair. That's not as creepy. We'll go with that option. Felix, you dirty fucking dog. Jesus, man. Alright, we'll put Lady Corolai as Starcrossing as our spymaster. The gifts you have sent me has quickly become very dear to me. This is sad. Like, our two characters are actually clearly very much in love, but they can't marry for political reasons. This is like Westerosi Romeo and Juliet right here. Hopefully without the double suicide. Let's find secrets again. Literally has a child to remember us. There is that. You're not wrong. Starting Martell child and pressing claim is more natural, I feel. I agree, and that's what we're trying to get. Alright. Banfree Sand. He will be of her house, so she has an heir now. But we're the fathers, so we gotta choose the education. He's gonna be a warrior. I wish I could celebrate the birth of our son, but Lady Genkiel has made it clear that the babe will not be considered a true member of her house. You bitch! After everything we've done together, woman, how dare you? The brand of a bastardhood shall never wash off completely. Can we legitimize him? She'll literally let him take him. That's fucking cold. He's hale too. We don't have a mother to raise this child, but we're also an arrogant enough noble we wouldn't think that's very important when it really is, so we're gonna bring him to our court. If his mother won't legitimize him, we'll take him in. We'll raise the boy ourselves, you cold-hearted bitch. We don't respect that, but that doesn't mean we're gonna stop clapping brimstone cheeks, to be fair, but that is unfortunate. Alright, lad. I'll bring you up myself. Riverlander. No. You're gonna become a Dornishman like me. None of this foreigner shit. We can't legitimize him either, can we? Nope. Well, we'll bring up regardless. He's our only son. He's just not of our dynasty. Alright, our dog got into a very close relationship with the Lord Paramount's dog. Unfortunately, this doesn't give us a hook, so it's useless. Of clips I could have made. Going King Gawain, bad ending. It does look like that, doesn't it? The sad reality of the past. You couldn't get married just based on loving one another. True. As a lord, you couldn't. I'd say legitimize her child and then matrilineally marry her to someone. Like someone good for her. We could matchmake for her. We're generous. We do love her. This is sad, man. Yeah, let's find her a good wife. Little Arthur has always been infatuated with the tales of the Kingsguard. None more so than Lord Commander Donal of the Iron Throne, viewing him in the same light as Sir Serwyn of the Mirror Shield and Sir Simeon Stareyes. I thought little of his dreams of being like these legendary figures, as all children have heroes they aspire to be like. But as Arthur has gotten older, his dreams of joining the Kingsguard have become ever more real. Just today, he came before me and asked to set aside any betrothals I might have planned for him. This is our cousin. so that he can start training to become a member of King Axel's King Guard. He's not going to inherit anything, technically. He's not very competent enough to be one. If you think you can pull it off, lad, by all means. You might even wield Dawn itself if you get there. You know what? I do respect the man willing to try and reach such heights. Let's try and find you a worthy person to train. No. This is, Valyria. He's trained most of the children of House Dayne in the last few generations. The result's been a little questionable, but they've been competent enough. If anyone can do it, it's gonna be him. Alright, let's try and see if we can get her a good wife. We can betroth her to our uncle. Oh no. We could marry her to one of our family, and we literally probably have all their children. Are we enough of a dick to do that? Yeah, we are. We're definitely the type to do that. Alright. He's a good lad. He'd make for a fine husband. We need to have a little sit down with our good uncle here and explain to him the situation. He may marry into a great family. He'll live the life of a lord. It will be great. But he's not gonna fuck the lady he's marrying. We're gonna have a sit down with him late one night overlooking the bay in Starfall. With a very nice drop below him to make it very clear the consequences of not doing what we say. We're gonna make it very clear to him. He's our uncle, we respect him. But he will not lay a single finger on Lady Janquil, and will only be there in name. He will raise our children as his own, and that's just how this is gonna be. Yeah, we are definitely playing in the South. How could you tell? Your family line into a family circle. We're not quite Targaryens yet. The flighty white hart I am hunting comes to me in a dream, judging me with its deep eyes and flaunting its pristine coat. We have been seeking this thing for 8 years now. We stand in a hill. Everything around is silent, and no matter how I move, I get no closer to my prey. As I claw myself awake, I feel my resolve hardening. God damn it. That fucking fiend. Ugh, we can go in another 4 years. God damn it. And we have an alliance with her now, too. Even better. Her 3,000 soldiers are at our back. We have no shot at it, but I'm going to try and romance her, too. Alright, it's not going well. This is really funny. How would this be? You know what I'm going to go with just because I think it's fun? Lord Felix Dayne has fallen head over heels in love with Lady Janquil of Brimstone. Something he never planned to, ever. But despite himself, in his attempt simply to sow the stardust of House Dayne, he has fallen fully in love with Lady Janquil. Unfortunately, that's not a mutual thing. Lady Janquil just likes, you know, she just likes fucking. She's not really into us as a person. So we're desperately trying to win her love when it's probably not going to happen. So likely, our dear Lord Felix here will be screwing in love with a woman his whole life and probably never get what he wants. Yeah, that's what we're going to go with. Oh, our dog just had a puppy, and we are needing to give the puppy away to someone. We could give it away to a vassal, our friend, or another vassal. We'll give it away to our friend Eleanor. Your uncle is married to her, but you're just looking to cuck him repeatedly. Yes. We had a long conversation with our uncle and made it clear he would be a cuck, but he'd live a good life and he could fuck whoever he wanted. But, yeah. She's already known as a fornicator. This would basically be like the situation in House of the Dragon, right? You remember that if y'all have watched that? Remember when the princess was just clearly well known to be screwing someone and having kids with someone else? We're basically doing that. That's what this is, except we're not like at such high stakes, so it's a little bit more manageable. This morning I had a delightful encounter with a charming young servant. We joked, we laughed, and we parted with glad hearts, all because I made the effort to be somewhat more personable. Perhaps I could apply this bout of flirtatious confidence to more than just my personal affairs. My gaze alone could charm the Lord of the Seven Hells. Hell yeah. While performing her duties as my spy master, Lady Carolia has uncovered a secret held by Lord Marion of Blackmont. He is a bastard child with Evelyn and Lord Marion. He is a bastard child. Whoa. We've got a lot of shit on Lord Marion at this point. Well, we know about his parentage and we know about his lover now. Alright, we finally have the trait we need. Instead of romancing the woman who will never love us, we are instead going to fabricate a hook. A hook on the Lord Paramount, which we will probably succeed in. And then we need to try and murder her husband and remarry her, is what we're going to try and do here. This will probably be... We're playing the long game here. Jonquil equals Matilda in the HRA campaign. No. No woman is the equal of Matilda. Matilda is a woman without equal. Oh, we can actually do both. Nice. Arthur has come to me with an unusual request. His knight has died, leaving him without someone to one day knight him. He dreads of becoming someone who spends his whole life as a squire, and as such is begging me to take him on as his own squire. This is the one who's looking to become a Kingsguard. Alright, we can respect ambition. We'll take him on as our squire. There's no woman lovelier than Lady Jonquil. Her presence, my words often fail me. None of my compliments ever do her justice. Perhaps a carefully drafted poem could better capture her virtues. We'll go for wisdom. She left us on red. Fuck. God damn it. Alright, lad. You're my first squire, so we'll see how this goes. Pick up your fucking sword. He's a craven, just to remind y'all, by the way. It's kind of sad. That dude's doing well. Maybe we have like a young Janos Slint here or something like that. Rather unfortunate. Four years. Oh, man. Attorney in Sandstone. He is trading very well, isn't he? My gosh. That's surprising. Alrighty. We have barely done well in any tournament so far. Our grandfather is looking down on us with not a lot of respect, I would imagine. We didn't even get past the preliminary rounds. Alright, we're heading home with our tail between our legs yet again. You'd never know we're the grandson of Lord Arthur. Sweet Lady Jonquil, I sigh as I kneel before her. Oh boy. My only desire is to bring your honor and happiness. Pray tell me, how can I prove my love? She gives me a long look. Radiant Vermila's necklace is lovely. But look even better around my neck. This is our vassal. No, this is someone else's vassal. We'll give her a favor and get the necklace. Our chance of success is still 0. Just a reminder. He does need homies. That's true. He does have several friends. Eleanor Hull, Princess Nysa, and Jarius Casimir. Keep finding secrets. There's got to be something on him. God damn it. Oh, that is ridiculous. True. Can we change her clothing so she doesn't look ridiculous? We can't. That's unfortunate. But she's humble. That's what it is. My liege Lord Paramount Angron incites me to such blinding rage that some days I can scarcely remember why we feud. It matters little now. I hold his wife, Arlena, in my embrace. No, bro, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. No, 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 no. My dog, no. Felix, no. Soon between my sight smiles and some well-paid gossips, Angron shall know. I made sure that Angron knows. Alright, we didn't screw her. That's something. Fuck. Jesus, man. Are we this vengeful? Are we this petty? Unfortunately, yes. Felix, you dirty fucking dog. Have you ever kissed a real man? God damn it, we succeeded. Felix, man, come on. We're rivals with him now. The Stone Dornish are famously fastidiously clean. One of life's greatest delight is hearing ever our harshest foes bitterly admit that no man's beard is better combed, no man's hair more regularly soaped, no man's face scrubbed quite so clear of blemishes as that of a good Stone Dornishman. Today is bath day, but I feel as though a change of routine might do me well. No, 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 no. Bathing standards are important. Well, we just fucked the Lord Paramount's wife, who's not a looker, I'm afraid. We're gonna send him a poem about it as well. He is so incompetent that he can't even fuck his own wife, so we'll have to do it for him. Let's write a poem about that. Let's goad him as well. Actually, no. We don't want to piss off his daughter, just him. He's only got daughters. I don't think there's any... Oh, god damn it, she's pregnant. Mission failed. Now a second daughter. Yeah, he fucking hates us. If we get the hook on him, we can still force him to let him marry, betrothed to one of his daughters. We have failed with his firstborn. That's unfortunate. Fuck. Less. I think that's a lost cause at this point. We'll just have to get revenge on him. I know what we'll do. My agents have made contact with Wyla, servant in my rival liege Lord Angron's castle. With the right incentive, he's willing to start some whispers about Lord Paramount Angron not being nearly as gallant as he seems. Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea. We're gonna get the hook. We're going to make him let us betroth to one of his daughters, and then we're going to challenge him to a duel. Hopefully murdering their father in a duel will not harm our marriage prospects, but you never know. I'm on my way through my courtroom when a scuffle at its far end draws my attention. A strapping man is being advanced upon by my guards, only for their weapons to clatter to the floor in the blink of an eye. The stranger flourishes his sword. Oh god, it's a real lord. Fuck here. The salute towards me. My lord, he begins as I wave away my guards. I find myself without a liege to serve, and judging from your protection here, you could do with my help. He's a fucking red priest. Yeah. Be gone, fucking heathen. We could murder his husband, but we'd have to kill her daughter too. And we're an asshole, but I don't think we're a child killer. So no, we wouldn't pursue that. Since she's had a child, we'd kind of realized that we've failed with what we've wanted there. Maintaining a spy network across the realm on behalf of Lord Paramount Angron has its perks. I frequently discover things I am not even looking for. Evidence of ladies sharing secret, for example. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think we need to share that. You know, specifically, Lady Cipriana was. Her reign was pretty terrifying. He does make for a very good squire, doesn't he? I still don't think he'll end up competent enough to become a king's guard, but you never know. Craven is really holding him back. I visit my friend Eleanor to see how Little is doing in her care. She meets me outside her castle, no dog to be seen. Must be playing somewhere. Did she kill our fucking dog's dog? Yeah, that's true. We're petty enough, I think we would try and kill her husband, but we'll leave it at that. True. I'm attending a dance in Hellholt to spend some time with Lady Jonquil. The mere thought of touching her hands makes my heart jump. But when I arrive, I find her stuck in conversation with my rival and liege Lord Paramount Angron. The loathsome man drones on and on, totally oblivious to Jonquil's discomfort. Enough, you're boring the lady to death. I feel like we don't have a very good relationship with our Lord Paramount at this point. You know, generally. Would he accept a duel? He'd accept a duel. Ooh. Ooh. Well, wait, though. We want full revenge, not a quick one. I will skip some of these events we've seen 100 times that aren't very interesting. How close are we on getting it? God damn it, 3 more years. We're also about to fail our romance of Lady Jonquil. There is still 0% chance we succeed. Like I said, she has no personal feelings for us. Ah, pretty and hailed daughter. You know who's also pretty and or handsome? A Bravosi puppeteer has arrived at my court. My steward, having heard talk of his talent among the small folk, decided to invite him to put on a show for our household. The puppet show was disturbing. The puppeteer put on several performances for the audience. One of the comical ones, however, felt like they were mocking myself and House Dayne. Every time I close my eyes, I seal Lady Jonquil's face. Sleep will not come. I cannot wait another moment. Cloaked in shadows, I make my way to her castle. The sight of her chamber window makes my heart stutter. So close and yet so far. But wait! Who is that? Climbing up the tower, the shady figure stops by Jonquil's window, unlatching the shutters. We'll need to save her. Oh no. Oh no. The sound from the struggle above is the greatest motivator I've ever seen. Without care for life or limb, I hoist myself through her window. I feel as if I plunged myself into a frozen lake. Jonquil is on the floor, the intruder pushing her down, a gleaming blade between her. We grab the villain by the collar and throw him into the wall. When the danger's over, I turn towards her. What are you doing here? Her voice trembling, I raise my hands in a gesture of peace. Do not come any closer. Leave at once. We just saved this woman's life. Nice. Well. It was not meant to be. King of the Torrentine time. Maybe. Not quite yet, I think. I still want us to try and take everything from the Martells. Since I started, my search reports are coming in from all over the realm of people spotting the flighty white hart. To shift through the accounts and sort fact from fiction is a huge task. We'll put some people on it. We don't care about the cost. This is really taking forever. Despite our best efforts, my agents have yet to uncover any secrets. For a man of his tastes, I'm shocked that we haven't found more. Is the white heart a metaphor for love? I think there's a good chance of that. He's forever chasing something he will never find, despite wanting it more than really almost anything else. Poor Felix. That is also true. Yeah, the white heart suggests, like, grand nobility. No, you're fine, Hastings. I'm happy to discuss Vic things with you, but not while I'm streaming. If Nice's husband dies, does she remain in her father's court? We could seduce and marry her if she isn't. That's actually... No, because she's going to inherit. You got to remember, if she... She'll want a matrilineal marriage, too. So we kind of have no choice to go after one of her sisters at this point. Because he never had a son, which means Nysa will always not marry us due to, like, wanting a matrilineal marriage, which we're not going to do. So, we kind of, at this point, have no choice to go after... Oh, Grand Campaign, for sure. I did not have time to read the post you put down, as again... Except for the first part, but I thought there was something else. Yeah, so we will have to betroth to one of his daughters, which is why we're going to get this hook, and then we're going to try and brutally murder him after we get him to agree to a marriage. Ah, Eric died. We need a new court smith. We will hire Garrison Windane. Alright, I'm going to make some coffee. We're around halfway through the campaign for what I wanted to do today. I think I'll probably stream for around 4 hours. I'm going to grab some coffee, go to the bathroom, and then I will be back in several moments, and then we will keep this going. One moment. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, he is having a very chaotic life, that's true. CK3 needs some friendship hijinks mechanics. You get a group of friends as a character, and you get more social event chains, pranks, surprise parties, hangouts. Sort of much ado about nothing, kind of fun, lighthearted. Yeah, that would be cool if there were more like just kind of personal character events and stuff that weren't just the same over and over again. I get tired of the ones that are so like repetitious. I know like they're working on that like little small DLC, Wards and Wardens, and I wonder if they're gonna do something like that, because Wards and Wardens is supposed to make obviously parenting as well as the upbringing of a child, if it's yours and you're doing it, or you yourself, more like that, or more interesting. And I wonder if they're going to incorporate that with like developing friendships and relationships to last throughout like characters' lifetimes or something. I hope they do, because they did Friends and Foes before, and they added like the feuding mechanics, which I really liked. I think Friends and Foes was great. I will always say it should never have cost money. That should have been free, but if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. The Viet Events mod? I think I've played with that one before. Let me look it up. Viet Events. I think that's in a few of my mod packs. Yeah, very immersive events and tales. That is a very good mod. True. Also, social regulations expanded. Yes. Yeah, they're both in the mod pack I have for the upcoming campaign. Oh, just a heads up. On the CK3 campaign that's going to come after this, that's being voted on, I believe Venice is still winning. Let me look. Yep. If you want to have a little look at the next campaign, which you can vote on, but if not, it is currently winning. This will be the next campaign we play, including the mod pack I've put together for it, which I will tweak a little bit. Here is the link for our upcoming campaign after this. I will need to wait until Res Publica updates, but we'll do it as soon as that happens, and that'll be with tours and tournaments. Yeah, Social Expanded is a really good mod, too. I struggle to play without that now. Alrighty. We actually made it through the preliminary rounds. We don't always do that. Lord Garion and Lord Felix. Who is this? Lord Garion of Blood Gulch. About as strong as we are. We have a fair shot at this. We hit him. We got hit. Come on! We gotta win one of these. And we got knocked off our horse yet again. We are really not good at jousting, are we? Unlike our grandfather. We very much fell far from the tree. And it's not like we don't have a lot of competence in martial matters, too. That's the odd thing. It's just we're never supposed to be like he was. Arthur. Chasing after things he'll never have. Fuck yeah. Yeah, Dorne's definitely my favorite area culturally in Game of Thrones. I mean, Braavosi culture is interesting, but I think I like Dornish the most. We had a poem written for us by our vassal, Lady Elise of the Salt Shore. The Spear of Torrentine. Through conflict brings wrath to all someday. Our hero lives to enter the fray. Then all shall tremble as he takes field. His scything blows too harsh to heal. That's all right. All right, we'll compliment her on that one. You're not that unfortunate, lol. I had 2 sons die in a row of tourneys. I sold them off for quite a long while after. Yeah? Yeah. That'll happen. In this campaign, there was one where we fought in a tournament, and our character, I think our son's character, was betrothed to a member of House Corgyle, this house. And in the jousting in the tournament, we literally killed her brother by impaling him with our spear by accident. So, and a year after they got married, which was just ridiculous. Yeah. All right, we lost yet another tournament. He is very capable. I'm so uncertain if Arthur can get to where he needs to be, though. Man, his base prowess is 11, though. That is very good. Craven is just hurting him so badly. Alright, we'll bring our dog to the council meeting. That always ends well. And it did not go well. Alright, let's call for a maester. Ours died. We really have gone through maesters so quickly, haven't we? Joke mod. Commemorative? Commemorative. Why can't I say that fucking word? Commemorate. Commemorative? That doesn't sound right. I tried. Cup for each tourney you go to. That would be cool. So you can, like, you know, you have like a little shelf with all your second place trophies, you know? Caramel. Listen, speaking .8 languages is not an easy life to live. Let me tell you. Oh, he's so incompetent. Get this fucking fopstoodle out of my court. Absolutely not. We need a maester, not whatever the fuck that was. A great tourney at the Erie. No, we're not going to go to that. It's too far and we're not very competent. Yeah, I do agree. You know why though, right, Demon? Do you remember why we're still a spy master? Our grandfather, before he died, used a hook he had over this guy's father to force it into our vassal contract with him that we would always be on his council. He's legally required to do this. We have guaranteed council rights. And I guess he doesn't want to piss anyone else off by moving us around, so... That's unfortunate. Our grandfather put in place a lot of good things. Negative prestige per cup. That would be pretty funny. In the scope of history, our literacy is a huge achievement compared to most of whatever else has existed on this planet. Now, that's very true. You give me some copium. I'll take it. Sitting for another maester. Yeah, no, Arthur was such a G-man. Our own crazy life is literally just being held up by our grandfather. Alright, Merrill. He is a lunatic. But he's very well educated, so he'll work. We can knight Arthur. Let's go ahead and do it. Hold on. No, he can't get a mustache yet. God damn it. I don't think he's strong enough to be a Kingsguard, I'm gonna be honest. I'm out with my retinue in Starfall when the road twists and takes us to the closest of hills. It's there I see it once more, shimmering in the sun, the white heart. I turn to alert the others, but as soon as I turn back, the heart is already gone. We're never gonna find that thing, goddamn. We'll go pet our dog and get really angry. $15 months. Then we will hopefully have our revenge. We're gonna need that fertility. We have no children besides our bastard. So when we get married, we're gonna need to have a lot of kids. I wonder if we're actually able to legitimize him, given he was technically the bastard of our wife. For sure. We're chatting to what we might be able to do with compatibility patches out. Oh, true. It'll be so nice. Seduce thy wife. We're unmarried. We were saving ourselves for a Martell. Our pettiness and desire for revenge is literally cucking our own self. I mean, we are lovers with the Lady of Brimstone, but we'll go to Lady Desmera. The Red Steel. Oh. Let's go hunting. Let's go find that fucking heart while we're waiting. We need to take out all this energy. No better way to do it than finding that creature. You would think it was a creature from myth. A god disguised in human form. But is it the White Heart? Lying dead before me. It will make a splendid coat. That's a wolf. That looks more like a bear. Are there none that fit like a deer? That's clearly a wolf. That's a fox. We'll go the adventure cloak and say that we like had it made into a really nice a nice cape. This looks like the closest thing to what could be deerskin. The others really aren't. My rival and liege, Lord Paramount Angron, is a complicated man. Not really. He's a piece of shit. I need to understand him as well as possible if I am to convince people to take my side at any upcoming arguments. People describe him as both benevolent and chattering, which tells me more about the relationship to him than anything else. A curious number of people mention how often he gently bites his lip and talks about various poisons. Dangerous one. Cursed coat 2.0? Probably. Yeah, the original one screwed over Arthur, our grandfather. We didn't find the white heart, though. A great stag even like this is small consolation compared to what we want. Let's commission a sword. All the ones we've commissioned have been so mediocre. Like, we've had very low quality weapons. And the Dawn is always sitting above our hearth, just mocking us. My efforts to impress have fallen flat. My friendship with Teresa is still standing on shaky ground. I have a brilliant idea. I'll have my beneficiary, Ellen, add a dedication to the masterpiece she's making. Sure. Why not? That's the wife of the Lord of Sandstone, or I apologize. The aunt? Yeah, the aunt of the Lord of Sandstone. Not the most useful, but, you know, relevant. Did he... Oh. He found out, I think, that we were doing this. Yep. Our plans are going to get delayed yet again. You know what? Fine. We'll do this the other way. He knows about our plans. He knows what we're doing. We'll do this the other way. Take up your sword, Lord Paramount. Let's see what the fuck you've got, you piece of shit. For a few brief moments, Lord Paramount, Angron and I patiently as we have circled. We've traveled to Sunstone, and we've challenged him to a duel. He knows what we're doing. There's no point trying to hide it anymore. I heft my sword, ready to defend myself, while he clutches his mace, firmly in hand. This fight may only be to first blood, but that doesn't ease my nerves. With a sudden twitch, our bout begins. We're gonna go right the fuck in. Pulling all my strength into my first strike, I leap straight for Angron, hefting my sword high into a powerful cleave that sends him reeling. Angron pulls back from my every blow, letting my attack without getting another solid hit in. It's not long before I feel myself beginning to tire. Foolish pervert, can't you do better? What's his prowess? 17. We fucked up. I draw back, ready to insult the living daylights out of my opponent, but allow myself to be momentarily distracted. I never see the crashing thwack slam into me, and I go down with a heavy thud. Face down in the dust, I'm just about to murmur a sentence or so. You'll rue the day you defeated Lord Felix! We lost. Oh. Oh. You know what? You know what? Fuck it. If we can't do it the honorous way, we're gonna get our revenge. We're already fucking his wife. The only thing left to do is ensure that he does not breathe another breath. It's gonna take us 8 fucking years, even as his spy master. Yeah, that was a fuck up. She's our mother? No, I don't believe so. Oh, she is. You're right. Yeah, Teresa Corgola is our mother. Forgot about that. Gonna follow Roll Tide Chelsea. My vassal master Silas accosts me. Well met, liege. I foretell of your patronage of Ellen the Weaponsmith. They say she's forging a dagger worthy of a lord. Please take this and give it to her. Very well. A dagger is befitting of our clear lack of martial skill, I would say. Yeah, so we just got publicly humiliated in a public duel against our rival, the Lord Paramount. So we're going to try and murder him. I expect Lord Andros would be keenly interested in information I've acquired indicating Lady Sharon was the murderer of his acquaintance Meredith. Perhaps he would be interested enough to offer me something substantial in exchange. Let's try and get a hook on him. We got a hook. Wonderful. On a Lannister, too. We now have a hook on Lord Andros Lannister. Not that they're very powerful anymore, to be fair. We need a wife. All the Martells are betrothed, too. These are really the only Martells left. Wow. Yeah, we're just about out of options here, I'm gonna be honest. This may not be the generation we became Lord Paramount after all. Also a new king. King Richard of the Iron Throne has inherited. He's a very powerful man. Damn. We might have to go for the independence route after all. There's others who have claims on the throne. They're all too old, though. Damn. She's 38. If we murder her husband and marry her, we could claim the title. But we'd have to have children with her. Very low chance we'd succeed, too. Fuck it. It's worth a try. We're running out of options here. Oh, boy. We sent her a romantic poem. That did go quite well. We could romance her. Oh boy. We'll sing her a love ballad. You have a beautiful voice, my lord, Mariana says before she hurries off. Oh my. Alright, this is actually looking good. Where is she at right now? She's in, Hold on, let me make sure I see who this is. Yeah, her husband's of no major dispute. They're in Middleton, which is way up in the Crown Lands. Oh, our weaponsmith is trying to screw us. No, we're still in love with the Lady of Brimstone. What's a Black Point? 001, how are you doing? How about marrying her daughter instead? For some reason, her daughter doesn't have claims. I think that's because it was not matrilineal, so it's, she's her daughter's, okay. Yeah, because she's married to a minor noble, and their kids are of his dynasty, not hers, so they will not get the title claim. If we successfully kill him and marry her, and then get her to claim the throne of Dorne, that means our children with her would then be Lord Paramounts, and that's what we're going to try and do here. Sweet Lady Maria, I sigh as I kneel before her. My only desire is to bring you honor and happiness. How may I prove my love? She also wants another woman's necklace. That seems to be a very common theme here, but we'll do it. This is our last shot to really claim what we've wanted ever since we were young. Yeah, if this fails, we will have to settle with the Torrentine. Then we'll have to figure out how to fight an independence war. We got a very mediocre dagger. God damn it. That's unfortunate. No one we can invite either. Scheme discovered. God damn it. This is not working out for us, is this? If we can romance her and have some bastard children with her, though, we might be in business. No, because they're not of her titles. Her kids would only inherit if they're of her dynasty, I think. Or if worst case scenario, we'll have to murder her daughters. How's it going, Sir Burgundy? I've been very well. Been doing very good. How are you doing? How's your week going? Halfway through? Man, Felix is having a very unlucky life, isn't he? He's failed at everything he's tried to do. We cannot catch a break. It would. Having an 8th kingdom would be incredibly a big deal. All my visits to Mariana have been ruined by my rival and liege, Lord Paramount Angron. He follows her everywhere. Let's duel him again. The last one went so well. He stood no chance against my might. His defeat was surely embarrassing, and my sunshine Mariana saw it all. Well, we didn't win the first duel, but we won the second one, I guess. We're 1-1 with the Lord Paramount. That made us illustrious, too. Try and goad him. Doesn't Dorne have equal inheritance? I don't think so. Male preference. So women will inherit, but only if there's not a man. Now, fighting an independence war would be very difficult. We need to get a strong hook on Lord Elias, which is not easy to do. Gonna try and divorce them at their court? No. Yeah, we'll go to the attorney in Rionwood. We do want to get on better terms with Lord Elias. No, we're kind of out of options. Well, the 7-1 Marion is an insufferable fool. Have you seen how she looks heartbroken? Ridiculous. Master Hollis of Wakeside throws his head back with a wicked smile. Draw your sword, Bamput. He draws his sword with a cocky grin. Oh, how I will enjoy wiping that arrogant look off his face. When I'm done with him, Master Hollis's humiliation is absolute. Bruised and blushing, he croaks out an apology and limps away. You are a true hero, Lord Felix. You have my eternal gratitude. Alright, it's looking good for us. We have a 100% chance here. We still need to figure out how to murder her husband, though. We'll go for swift execution. And we're also going to go ahead and switch over, I think, to skullduggery. Because we're more plotting these days. Just finished all my essays for this year of uni, so feeling good. Nice. Are you fully on a summer break then? It is early June, that's about right. Lore-wise, they should. Yeah, the game didn't add it, though. I didn't think it was completely equal, though. I thought it was, I thought it was still male preference. Yeah, we're trying to get revenge on the Lord Paramount. We're feuding with him. Our family's trying to become Lord Paramounts of Dorne, and we've just been struggling for 13 years to achieve that out of our current character. All right, let's see if we can actually win a tournament here. We won a round. My gosh, we actually beat someone in a tournament. That is very rare. Can you invite if you get a hook? Yeah, but inviting them won't do anything, because if they're married, it still will, like, not allow us to do anything with them. Let's recruit her as a spy. She might actually help us kill her husband. She is really old. I don't know if we'd be able to have any children with her. That's the problem here. Because we have to wait a few years to even try and murder him again. Yeah, we have to wait 10 years. Yup. Our only shot there is if we have a bastard son with her who could inherit. And then if we push her claim and murder her daughters, we could get one of our family onto the Lord Paramountcy. This is like a real long shot. We need to start preparing for the alternative, though, which is where we fail here. Which will require us to fight an independence war. She's chased? No, she's not chased, thankfully. Alright, we're gonna try and save her. And we succeeded! Wonderful. Alright, we succeeded in romancing her. We have to hope that we get a bastard. That's our only shot here. We could do a Rhaegar. Oh my god, we could do a Rhaegar. We have to fight the whole Riverlands for her. Jesus. If we want her hand in marriage, we have to fight Lord Paramount of the Riverlands. Oh, man. We need an ally. We need an ally real fucking bad. Let's try and betroth our boy. The Hightowers. We're very close with them. They've been in our family for a long time now. Let's see if we can get Lord Torgan in on this. He might be inbred. That's a price I'm willing to pay. We've been plotting with the Hightowers for generations now. If we succeed in this, our family will become Lord Paramounts of Dorne, and the Hightowers will have a strong ally in Dorne going forward. She wouldn't marry us anyways. How the fuck do you know that? Can we do that for Nysa? That's a good question. Could we? Oh my god, we could. Oh my god, we could. NTC, you fucking genius. Alright, fuck this woman in the north. We're not gonna fight the damn Riverlands for her. We will get our first true love. Princess Nysa of Dorne. And we're gonna do a Rhaegar. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 15 months. 100% chance to. I don't know if we could marry her though. That's the thing, because she's still the heir. Well, we're gonna fucking find out, that's for sure. NTC, you fucking genius. If this pays off and we succeed, I'm gonna give you VIP. I still have a bunch of those. That's a VIP moment right there on Twitch. I never give those out enough anyway. This is huge. Oh boy. We need allies though. No, we have the Hightowers backing us now. Although our ancestors would curse us. Curse us completely for working with Lords of the Reach. The Hightowers have always been a bit different. They're not the Marcher Lords. And after all, we did sack Old Town once anyway. It's a little bit of a different story. If it results in us finding finally true love, it's all worth it. Felix is about to break like one woman's heart. There's no love in between us. Is she wounded? Oh boy, what the fuck's our uncle doing? Sweet Lady Nysa, I sigh as I kneel before her. My only desire is to bring you honor and happiness. Pray tell me, how can I prove my love? Slay a wolf for me and bring me its pelt. Then we may continue this conversation. I'd expect nothing less of a woman of her caliber. God damn it, she's pregnant again. Fuck, we're gonna have to kill some of her kids when they grow up. Alright, let's do it. Aha! We slayed the wolf. We've given it to her. Oh man. After all of our failures, Felix finally has a chance here to get everything he's ever wanted in one fell swoop. But we will have to fight for it, that's for damn sure. What's up, Jay? How's it going? Nine months. Oh man, I hope we can pull this off. That'd be crazy. There's no woman lovelier than Princess Nysa. In her presence, my words often fail me. None of my compliments ever do her justice. I will write about her fearlessness. And she's brave, lustful, and arrogant. That's like exactly Felix's type of woman. And she ignored us. It's fine. She was so blown away with the quality of our poem, she didn't know how to respond. It's understandable. I completely understand. I mean, what would you say to a poem of that quality? You're gonna follow Titalo. Is that Fatalo from Discord or a different one? All you have to do is get a boy of her and kill any boy she has. True. True. Lord Paramount Angron's in prison. He's been imprisoned by King Richard. Probably for being a fucking adulterer deviant. He'll be unable to do anything if we take his daughter from him. Locked away in King's Landing. Oh, the gods are no longer ignoring us. The stars are aligning for both love and for our ambition. All my visitor nights have been ruined by Lord Edmund of Vergebloom. We'll duel the bastard. Get the fuck out of here. No one else is worthy of her love than us. Here we go. Oh boy. This is big. Oh, from Discord. Hey, what's up, man? Good to see you. I've noticed your interest in the arts of subterfuge, my lord. I might be able to help you learn even more. Well, we certainly need it right now, that's for sure. Even if she's a heathen, we're not zealous. We could still install our children on her throne. True. True. We don't have to kill anyone for it. We just have to play the long game. Yet again, we're having the event where someone is climbing through her chamber window. We're going to go in after her and try and save her. Feels if I plunge into a frozen lake. Someone has a blade. Someone was trying to murder her, and we grab the villain and stop him. Wonderful. I've read this event so many times. But we save her, and we succeeded. But did we become her lover? We didn't become her lover! She literally gave us, like, a single kiss and said, fuck off. It's fine. We'll do the other route. We're gonna get our way. Doesn't matter how long it fucking takes. Yeah, our Riz game was done on point. God damn it. We can try again. We'll have to wait 5 years. Ooh, a tournament in King's Landing. We'll go to that. God damn it. So close, but so far. Angron got released from prison again, too. Yeah, true. She is lustful, isn't she? That's probably what it is. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we fucked up. We didn't go after seduction first. That's what we needed to do. Yeah, we need to break up with our current soulmate. You're absolutely right. Fuck. Elope. We might be able to do that if we seduce her. How do we break our thing with her, though? Fuck, can we really not? We could expose that she's our lover. That might do it. Just playing with this poor woman's heart here. We become a well-known fornicator, and so does she. For the long game, we're going to tell the whole world that we're her lover, just abusing this poor woman's love for us. Dawn brings light. We're in the halls of Starfall. The knights of House Dayne compete to be one to take up the mantle of the next sword of the morning and wield the fabled sword Dawn. This competitive rivalry instilled in them from birth has led to House Dayne producing some of the greatest knights that Westeros has ever known, and results in members of this dynasty receiving better students of swordplay traits. Race of the morning. We were knocked off our horse. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know how we get rid of soulmate here. Maybe seduction will be enough. We'll have to hope for the best here. Another 11 months. We're already 32. Goddamn. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. We have to watch all these fucking jousts now. Fuck, we kind of cucked ourselves here, not gonna lie. Yeah, so we don't have the traits to get rid of it. We're not gonna help her fucking father to get the princess. Fuck Lord Angron. We will slay him one day. Murder our lover? Oh no. We might have to. Felix, Jesus Christ, man. We're not a good person. Well, let's see what seduction does first. If we can do stuff with the princess with just seduction, we won't have to do this. But if that fails, we are gonna probably have to kill our soulmate. He's a cold motherfucker. I hate this event so much. You only need to add one extra event, which is to get out of this. That's all they had to do. Fuck. Pain. Pain! Alright, it's over. Cool. No, we're not going to another tournament. Not after being locked in one forever. How is our son? Can't legitimize him, unfortunately. Did his mother have any more kids? She did. She had a son, too. Dudley Charlton. Impossible to know if he's our son or our uncle's son, honestly. My years in skill and subtlety and observation have served me well. It occurs to me that this knowledge may be of use to you. Angron's Castellan. Oh. Intrigue lessons. Nice. Master Davos as our Castellan. Alright. The celebration has come to an end, and the evening's entertainment seemed to be over, when Princess Nysa suggested a reading. A clerk soon arrives, wondering what the guests would like to hear. Something, there's something learned. Oh, she didn't like that. God damn it. Oh no. Oh no. We're fucking it all up! Felix, fuck! We still have a shot. If being soulmate with her fucks our plans, we could use a cheat to remove it. I'd rather play around the game mechanics for RP than like just go around them. I really do prefer to, even if unless the mechanics are just like really clearly a bug or a mistake, I prefer to play around them. I find that in the long term it does make things more interesting. As much as I would also like to do that. A ballad about me, of course. What else? Good, good. Which house do you think about doing when Game of Thrones mods ends? Bracken or Blackmont's? I can give you the whole list. I have it written down. The Celtigars, House Vickery, House Gardner. The Brackens are the Blackwoods. And I also think it would be fun to do a Karstark game. Those are the big ones I have. The Celtigars are number one, but I'm shooting for the Celtigars in our next multiplayer game, so I want to wait for that. Oh, god damn it. You're a charming man, Felix, but I do not like you that way. Ah, just like our grandfather. Her daughter died. You know what? Fine. If we can't have Nysa, we'll do this the hard way. Give me that woman you hold, fiend! Wait, actually, no, we can elope with her, can't we? Let's try that first. She's 41. Fuck. No. We do it the right way. Hold the banners! We march. We're gonna have the Lord Paramount see. Even if we have to fight a war with a fucking Lord Paramount, we're going to have it. We're gonna lead our men ourselves too. Let's call our allies. Lady Jonquil will actually march with us too. If we have to march for our ambitions, we will gladly do so. We have 25,000 men at our command with our allies. It should be more than enough to put those fucking fish people 6 feet under. The Northerners are weak. They're not like us Dornish. We'll have to siege out Riverrun for this, though. That will not be an easy task. We'll call for knights. We're arrogant, so of course we're going to lead our men. Are they trying to outmaneuver us? Fiend, prepare yourself! Oh no. We're gonna need reinforcements. Hightower, you fuck! Right, well, they're not following us, so we need to fuck right off. We can't win this. We may be arrogant, but we're not stupid. They're gonna hit our allies. Fuck. There's a battle coming. Here we go. Hold! Hightower! We're going to abandon Lady Jonquil in this battle. And instead, we will ride for Riverrun itself. If she expected us to fight with us, she should not have scorned our love. The fuck is Riverrun? There it is. Oh, our dog ran away and didn't come back. Fuck. Yeah, no, AI in combat in CK3 is so fucking ridiculous. High towers want to siege out the south, huh? Alrighty. We will do the same then. It's better to maneuver around the stupid AI, unfortunately. I've learned that through much pain in CK3. Because if you don't, you lose. Their army's coming. We're gonna get a really tough battle here. We'll pay 100 gold to get Lord Walter into our revenue. Let's knight him as well. All our knights need to be knighted. We can't have them just be commoners. We need to go to Riverrun, because that's where we will be able to get a peace. Well, I suppose if we siege out enough, we can win too. It's not the fun way to do this, but we want the end goal. Nothing else. Good. He became Storm Dornish. He's not a goddamn Riverlander. True, but if they're far enough away, they will take forever to get there and lose you the battle. And there's always the chance that they just don't come and you just get destroyed. It does, but not always. Oh, we seized a signet ring from the Lord of Fieldstone. It's a really good one, too. Well, to the victors go the spoils, as they say. Let's take the fucking battle. High tower, come! Here we go. We took him in battle, and we defeated him soundly too. We'll knight a lark on the battlefield, even at old age. Huge. Look at that war score. We destroyed the armies of the Riverlands. He'll have no choice but to give us peace and hand over our to-be lady wife. Yeah, we took a fine warhammer in battle too. All manner of blessings. Let's take another battle here. Victory is within arm's reach. We'll shatter their forces and make him sign a peace here on the battlefield. He still will not give in. The fool. It is IMC. Next time I do a Game of Thrones single player campaign, I'm gonna have a lot more mods on. A lot of them just weren't updated. I started this campaign at a really weird time with the update. He's gonna meet our forces. Here we go. Come on. Let's end this fucking war. If not, we march on Riverrun. We're knighting many men, but no. Fuck it all. Our admiral died. We'll put Dominic Marstain on it instead. Oh, he's so incompetent, though. What's up, Richard? It's been a long time. We'll need the high towers here for this. The walls of Riverrun are not easily taken. A 6-month siege. Just to get this woman to be our wife. No easy thing. You gotta follow TJ the MacGuffin. God, we will really struggle to have kids with her. I mean, we have a lot of fertility. And she's ill. I swear to God, if she dies in this fucking war... Oh my God. She might die here. And this will have all been for nothing. We're gonna literally sack Riverrun and not achieve anything that we wanted. We need a backup plan. Fuck, there are no backup plans. This is the last one. I'll make him ambitious. We seized the Tully Dynasty banner. Now that's a great prize. They still will not piece us out, though. Stubborn fucking fools. God damn it. Yeah, he's a stubborn fucker, isn't he? Ugh. Well, we have the Dynasty banner of House Tully if we ever get a throne room we can put up in. To remind all of our ancestors the time that Lord Felix Dayne marched on the whole of the Riverlands to secure a marriage with a 42-year-old sick woman who has a claim on the Lord Paramountcy of Dorne. Yeah, we'll have to go after Nysa if she dies. She's not sick anymore. Good. She's 43, though. This will be very tight. Damn. This is ridiculous. We just have to keep sieging. Because they... we can't get any more from battles. We just have to keep sieging. He's with his army in the south. We'll march on it after this siege. His other daughters don't have a claim, though, for some reason. Alright, we need to face him in battle one last time. Let's march south. We've lost many men's here. This battle might win it for us if we capture someone important. Here we go. We have it. The war is done. We've clapped him in chains on the battlefield. I will demand he hand over she who we sought and return home. With no spouse I think it's time we get married. And we succeeded. She's 44 years old, goddammit, but we did marry Mariana of the Torrentine. We need to have children with her now. Alright. We need to get this screwing. And at the same time, we can press her claim on the whole lore paramountcy now, I believe. Can we not? Please tell me we fought this whole war for a good reason. We have to press the claim. No, I know what we do. We start a faction for our wife. Oh. She's considering a proposal. Or we are having a giant wedding. That is fine. We need allies. Do we have anyone else of our dynasty we can get alliances for? We wouldn't get an alliance. We have to wait for our troops to go back. Go for hooks, true, but they're very hard to get. We'll try and fabricate a hook on the Iranwoods. If we get them on our side, this is done. We can't get it with a soft hook. We need a strong hook, though. All right, let's replenish our troops. We'll wait for the Hightowers to replenish their army, and then we may be ready to march. We fucking got it! Oh, big! Oh, man, we got it! It's all coming together. It's all coming together. Oh, man. All right, we just need the allies to win this war, and we'll be ready to get everything we ever wanted. Oh, man. You know how unlikely that was at her age? My gosh. If we can betroth this child, we'll get another great ally. And with that, we will probably have enough to win this war. We just have to wait for the child to be born and pray to the 7 who are one that it survives childbirth. This kid will be everything. Oh. Oh, man. Man, we really did thread the eye of the fucking needle, didn't we? Jesus. What the fuck is that phrase? Close enough. We're gonna go for temptation too. We're gonna try and have as many kids as possible, because we're already 36 and we have none. We only have a bastard. We failed to fabricate a hook on Lord Elias. That's fine, if we can marry him. Lord Angron died! It's Princess Nysa who rules now. Oh, the irony. Do we still have the claimant? We don't. She's our friend. A daughter. Malia Dayne. She's wheezing but comely. We're gonna get her a matrilineal marriage. We have the troops to march on the princess. Let's betroth her to someone. Someone powerful. The Blackwoods. It's a matrilineal marriage. We'll do it. All right, we are ready. After all our plotting, after once pursuing, she who sits on the throne, or rather sits on the Lord Paramountcy, after being scorned by her for a lifetime, we finally have a wife who can claim the Lord Paramountcy, a daughter who can inherit. It's time. Hold on. There's a song I want for this. I think it's this one. Here we go. There we go. All right. Let's fucking do it. For all the marbles. We'll push our life's claim and declare war. We'll call upon our allies. Old Town. The Blackwoods. Ooh, Junkiel will not join though. That's fine. The High Towers will march with it. That's all that matters. We'll wait for their armies and march on Sunspear. Here we go. Oh, that is a big army, though. We'll wait on the border. Let them come to us here. Let's go. We'll meet them in the pass. Here they come. Fuck. Fuck, not on the mountain. Rally! Here we go. We're fighting Princess Nysa herself. Not enough. Her armies and that of the High Towers vanquished her atop the mountains, and we imprisoned her in the battle. Oh my god. Atop the mountain of Skyreach, the great battle was fought, where we crushed her army and took her prisoner. It's time. In one fell swoop, we have become the Lord Paramount of Dorne, married to the Lady Paramount, Mariana. Who the fuck is her heir? Ellery Biggleston. Who the fuck is this? Alright, we need to fuck our fucking wife again. We need a goddamn son. Yeah, we might have to just change the laws. Fuck. Who the fuck is this? No, it's our daughter. It is our daughter. We're fine. Malia Dayne is our heir now. It's just she wasn't in our court and the game decided she wasn't our heir. Alright, she can't get married. We're gonna break this betrothal. Well, no, she's got a while. We're fine. She can't leave her court or we're fucked, though, for inheritance. We finally got here. Everything we have wanted. We don't sit on Sunspear, our wife does, but that's good enough for us. Who the fuck is Ellery Biggleston? Male preference primogeniture. We're gonna change the laws and make the succession of men and women equal. This would be extremely radical. But if we have to do it, we will. Fuck! It's his grandson. Alright, we'll kill that fucking kid. No, 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 no. No, that changed our own. It didn't change the one in Dorne, you're right. Fuck. Alright, we'll have to kill this fucker. I guess we're not above child murder after all. We're gonna succeed, though. And then we'll have to kill her first daughter, too, yes. Oh, boy. Man, the end of Felix's life is getting pretty gruesome, huh? And then we will have our heir. Fuck, our scheme was discovered. Fuck it. Let's keep going. We still might succeed. Honestly, we're in this deep already. We're so close to everything. We can't let a little prestige issue stop us. Oh, we're so close. Lewin has not aged well either, has he? My God. Our bastard became arrogant. Nice. Are we not on our wife's council? We're not on our wife's council? I don't blame her, but fuck. Aren't we legally supposed to be on it, aren't we? We have a hook. We could get better, we should be on her council. We have the requirement. Or as a husband, are you automatically technically on it? Yeah, we're the spouse. That is true. But I've made my spouse on my council before many times. I guess it technically counts, though, is what it is. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Our wife just attacked our lover? Babe, what are you doing? No, 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 no. We love you. It's fine. You don't need to do this. No! Lady Jonquil declared on our wife! The fuck? Our lovers are fighting it out. Oh my god, what the fuck? In today's installment of Family Feud, we have the War of Tyranny against Lady Paramount of Marianne. You know what? We're gonna stay out of this. Let's go hunting. Fuck, we can't go hunting. No, 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 no. We're gonna go hunting. The news came to us of our lovers starting a war together. Fuck, we can't kill her son. This is an issue. We're gonna go hunting. I'm in an army. No, I'm not. God damn it. No, 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 no. No, we don't need to be in an army. How do I not make myself in an army? Fuck. She's demanded we lead her army to go fight our fucking lover. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Isn't there a way to get out of this? God damn it. Could have sworn there was a way to not lead men in combat. She's literally making us lead her army. Oh, come on. This is cruel. This is cruel. We don't need to be here for this. There's some lovely hunting out in the country right now. Damn it. What the fuck? Indecisions? Yeah, there we go. All right, mid-battle, we're walking off to go hunting. Fuck, it's too late. We're in the battle. We just slaughtered her army. You know what this is also a really good time for? Oh my god, they're trying to get Princess Nysa back in power. No, the war's over. All right. Wow. We literally slaughtered our fucking lover's army for our wife. Still mornings in autumn. How cruel a mistress is random chance to deprive the world of such beautiful dance. Without him, we are all but hollow shells. Each of us a little corpse, a hollow parallel. This is fucking ridiculous. Yeah, it changed. Did she die? No, she's still alive. It said it switched to Nysa. Wait, who's our liege? She took back power? The fuck? The fuck is going on? Yeah, she just cooed our fucking wife. That bitch has to die. Fuck it. If we can't have Dorne, we're gonna have the kingdom of the fucking Torrentine. Fuck the damn truce. Call the banners. We will not swear our fealty to that bitch and Sunspear. Not a fucking chance. Not happening. Wait for the high towers and we march on Sunspear once more. All of our work, our war with the fucking Riverlands for nothing. It's fine. We should have done it this way a long time ago. Where's her fucking title? She even rules from the Riverland. What a joke. What a fucking joke. That was a weird bug, but we're gonna roll with it. Oh no, the Blackwoods are getting destroyed by Dorne's army. No kidding. I do think you're right, Orion. We may have just been outmaneuvered by our fucking wife and the princess. Which is fine. We'll have our kingdom one way or the other. Doesn't matter where we get it. We have to build it ourselves, we will. I know, we are still friends of her. That's the crazy part. Our ambition and our desire for vengeance is way more important than our friendships, though. Let's be real. Felix is a very simple man in many ways. We'll take her home, we'll slaughter her army, and we'll have our kingdom. Are we getting rid of our wife? That's a very good question. She has borne us no sons. She does rule in Sunspear, though. We can't divorce her even if we want to. We'll have to have her murdered. And we may well do that. I'm gonna follow Dr. Hoffman. Hoffman, what's up, man? To give the living haircuts. What's up, dude? Been a while. There's her army. Let's go. Man, we need we need a fertile, breedable woman. That's what we need. We're gonna go purely for breedability here. Here come the high towers. We've got this. Forward, men. Cast her army back into the seven hells from whence it came. A great battle. We'll siege the rest of her holdings. Here we go. Fuck, we missed. No, 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 no. Wait for us. Fuck, we need to be there. They're gonna fight her without us. God damn it! The high towers captured her. It'll have to do. We have been granted our independence and have become an independent lord. The Torrentine sits apart from Dorne now. All we have left to do is to fight our wars with the princess and secure our old lands, Sandstone, the Prince's Pass, and Blackmont. And through that, we will forge the kingdom of our ancestors. We found a kingdom. We can. We need to be illustrious, and we need 3 duchies, and we can found the kingdom of the Torrentine. We're just a high lord. We are not a king yet. We'll have to wait for another war. We'll need a claim on these lands too. We technically should have a historical one, but we'll have to maneuver around that. Damn it. We'll get there. This is just such a long path to something we thought we could have. I'm heading for my chambers to enjoy some blessed sleep when I hear the faint rustle from a window. Bernard, open up, my dearest. It is I, Gittelin. The Lady of God's Grace. Oh yeah, he's screwing our uncle. Who's screwing our lover, or married to our lover. Man, this is getting complicated. That's fine. As long as we're still getting to screw Lady Genkiel, there's no issues with our uncle's activities. Let's name a captain of the household guard. We'll go with Bellamy Sand, our uncle. Welcome back. I redeemed my character name for your second son. We have only our bastard. We need more children at this time. So no, we don't have one quite yet. But when I get one, what do you want him to be called? Oh, man. We'll go after the Blackmounts first. They're our ancient rivals. We can demand God's grace, too. Our son, our bastard son is generous. We're not gonna get any claims. We'll have to get them for ourselves. Right, well. I think I am, you know, funny you bring that up. I think I'm gonna stop here. We're in a really good position. This has been a crazy fucking campaign. I figured we were either gonna win or lose today, but instead we've got whatever the fuck has become of Felix Dayne's life. This is by far, I think, the most interesting character we have had in this campaign. And, I also do have a lot to do tonight. So I think we're gonna stop here and continue next week. I didn't expect this campaign to go for another, but looks like it will. So I think we're gonna stop here. And next week, we will find out if Felix and House Dayne will form the Kingdom of the Torrentine after all. Alrighty. Let's see here. I will be streaming on Saturday. We're going to have the Grand Campaign in the morning with the Pirates. We have the next part of the Habsburg campaign of CK3 on Saturday afternoon. And then Sunday, we only have one stream, and that is going to be North Korea in Millennium Dawn, and that is it. Briefly look if there's anyone to raid. There is not. So we will end here. I hope everyone has a very good rest of their evening, and I will see you all very soon.